What is up, everybody? This is Nick Fiore of Furious Nation right here on YouTube, also part of the Hardcore Sports Network. It is Saturday, April the 19th of 2025. It is the day before Easter, and it is NXT Stand and Deliver Day and WrestleMania Night 1 Day. And live from Las Vegas, Nevada, we got Stand and Deliver right here. Once again, Nick Fiore in the house here after last night's SmackDown stream live watch party, and I appreciate you guys showing up for that last night. We got Adam Carl coming in here soon. Just DM'd him not long ago. He has the chat, the link to get in here, so he should be here at any minute. Gonna try DMing him again, but I appreciate you guys showing up here for the live watch party for NXT Stand Deliver 2025, taking place live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. We got 6 matches on the show. They just got done with the pre-show match, the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team match for number 1 contendership for the women's tag titles. Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade versus Fatal Influences, JC Jane and Fallon Henley versus Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan versus the Metaphor of Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. It was a waste of time match. I didn't even care. After they eliminated Roxanne and Cora, I was done. It was a waste of time match, and apparently Roxanne walked out on Cora. They're probably going to set up Roxanne versus Cora on the NXT after Mania, where Cora beats Roxanne, and that sends Roxanne up to the main roster, hopefully. But that pre-show match, women's Fatal 4-Way tag match, was a waste of fucking time. Like, why even have this is what we're doing, Roxanne Perez, when she should be on the main roster now. Like, that was just a waste of fucking time. I don't know about you. I didn't care for it whatsoever. And Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan won the match. Who cares? But the main card, we got 6 matches, 5 title matches, and the other being a 6-man tag match with the D'Angelo family up against Dark State. We got Ricky Saints and Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship. A 6-woman ladder match with a vacant NXT Women's North American title. We got Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker in a Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Women's Championship. Hank and Tank versus Fraxium for the NXT Tag Team Championship. And then the main event, a triple threat match for the NXT Championship with Obafemi defending his NXT Championship against Javon Evans and Trick Williams. So tonight should be a decent show. So today should be a decent show in Vegas for NXT Stand and Deliver. So, gonna try DMing Adam Carl once again. I don't know what's going on with him, but DM him again. But he should be in here a little bit. But also while we're here, hit the like on the video and subscribe to Furious Nation and the Hardcore Sports Network. Be greatly appreciated if you follow us, and it would help the YouTube algorithm. So hit the like, give us a subscribe to both channels, Furious Nation and Hardcore Sports, and hit the bell for all notifications. And starting to show off with the guy that says, "Welcome to the Revolution," former Ricky Starks from AEW, Ricky Saints, the NXT North American champion. He defends the North American title against Ethan Page. And speaking of Adam Carl, Ricky Saints. Welcome to the Revolution.
It's televised.
Tony,
it's like our revolution.
Yeah, Tony fumbled.
It's like our revolution is televised.
Ricky Saints. No, not Ricky Starks. Ricky Saints.
Sorry
Again,
for holding back.
But Adam Carl, you're here, man. It's perfect timing. How you feeling? What do you think about Stand and Deliver? I know it's a start. What?
Just in time for his entrance, yeah.
Absolutely. Man, I think we're getting a decent show today for Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. It's going to be a long night. Happy WrestleMania weekend, by the way.
Yes. Yep, happy WrestleMania day. WrestleMania's later on tonight for night 1, WrestleMania 41. We got night 2 tomorrow on 420. You got to get RVD backstage tomorrow, though.
We got to. We need to.
Heyman. But Ricky Saints, North American champ, makes his entrance, and now All Ego, Ethan Page makes his entrance. Former NXT champion. You got Ricky Saints, and then you got Ethan Page, two AEW guys now in NXT fighting for an NXT championship, the North American title. Man, Tony Khan must be he's probably throwing a tantrum now as we speak.
Tony fumbled, bro.
Tony fumbled. Tony fumbled. Tony fumbled. Which he did. He did. I mean, Shawn Spears was the previous North American champion. He was an AEW guy, won a North American title off Tony D'Angelo. Then, shortly after he wins it, a few weeks later loses it to Ricky Saints, who's now wrestling Ethan Page here for the NXT North American Championship. So, in the span of like a month or so, 3 AEW guys with the North American Championship.
Yeah.
How fitting.
How perfect. Maybe NXT is where the best wrestle.
Yeah. And here we go. Bell's rung. Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, North American title. And their collar elbow tie up here.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh, I think Ethan Page just slapped him in the face.
It's not going to go over well.
Outside. Uh-oh. Ooh, knife edge shot from Ricky Saints, man. Not even 2 months and Ricky Saints is already a champion, which is unbelievable.
You can say the same thing for Ethan Page.
Yeah, not even that long in NXT either. Last summer, he won the NXT championship.
He was only in the company for 6 weeks, and he was already NXT champion.
Yeah. And especially Ricky Saints, how do you drop the ball on a guy like him? Because you look at him now, and he's killing it. And just and wait until Ricky Saints gets called up to the main roster.
He's going to get that entrance at WrestleMania next year.
Maybe.
He's from New Orleans.
That's true. They're almost WrestleMania 42 next year. Caesar Superdome, the former Mercedes-Benz Superdome. On Bourbon Street. So
maybe he gets his Daniel Bryan moment. He wins the world title on Bourbon Street.
Ricky Saints always doing these taunting, walking the tightrope, going old school. He's walking left, like 1 foot over the other, like walking the tightrope. Like he's doing old school. He does this again.
The Undertaker will be happy about this.
Absolutely. And the same guy who inducted Michelle McCool last night in the Hall of Fame. I didn't watch the Hall of Fame live, but watching a little bit this morning.
It was so long.
I think they dropped the ball with the Hall of Fame this year with the time length. They should have done this a Thursday night, the Hall of Fame. Hoping they change this next year.
Honestly, it went so long.
Too long. People have fallen asleep. So much so Booker T.
Yeah, I saw Eric Bischoff, Booker T.
They caught the camera actually caught Booker T doing.
Yeah.
Falling asleep.
He wasn't chuckling.
No, he was in sleep mode. He was in nap mode for sure. But really,
maybe he's in sleep mode and hopefully maybe he's in sleep mode as he doesn't want to see the boogeyman coming at him.
Oh, I don't know if you want to remind Booker T on that with the worms, man. That was so humiliating. WrestleMania 22.
Charmel is there too. She's right beside him.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah. I saw Booker. I saw Bischoff, Becky.
Yeah,
they were falling asleep. Yeah, they were falling asleep. I mean, I can't blame them.
I got a rumor this morning too, bro. Becky Lynch could be back by around this weekend.
I mean, they may possibly. I mean, I'm gonna believe it when I see it. I mean, I assume this is gonna be something like on the Raw after WrestleMania.
It was even before this. Another report before this that Becky Lynch was on some kind of like show saying that she's retiring or she's retired. I don't believe that for a second.
Nobody retires. Nobody retires.
He's not
unless there's Sting.
I think she's coming back.
Batista. unless you're Sting or Batista, nobody retires.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong. A while ago, not long ago, didn't Brian Alvarez say she signed? I read something. She's been signed a new deal for a while now, so she's not going anywhere, and she's coming back. It's a matter of when she's back.
If I were to guess, I mean, if I can venture how they can bring her back. I mean, if they do bring her back at WrestleMania, I assume it's one of two things. There's two options where you can bring her back at WrestleMania if it's true. One with the women after the one of them being after the women's world title match, and the other being after the women's tag team title match.
Could do that. Or what if, I know it's unlikely, Charlotte and Tiffany, Becky confronts the winner?
Nah. I think she's gonna have to go against either. I mean, if you were, I mean, going after Liv Morgan would probably make sense. I mean, the last time we saw her, Liv did beat her and retired her.
Yeah.
Plus, Lyra is there.
And the last time Becky was on television last year was against Liv Morgan in a steel cage. Those was booked.
Yeah, and you got Lyra Valkyria there. Yeah.
But it was the last time she was on TV. It makes sense.
Yeah, you got Lyra Valkyria there, who was also having a program with Liv at that time and involving Becky.
Yeah. So Becky could show up on tomorrow. That'd be a nice surprise. And honestly,
if it's not that, I probably assume she goes after the women's world title again. Maybe you do a program with her and Io.
Yeah,
I think Io is going to retain the championship.
Yeah, but I think with Becky, I'll be brutally honest with you, bro. I do miss Becky Lynch, and her presence has been missed. And this woman took almost a year off, and it tells you something how much Becky Lynch does care about the division. I don't care what anyone says. Charlotte doesn't care. Becky does care. That's the difference.
I mean, the division has definitely felt her absence in the last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't help. It matters as well that Rhea was getting injured. Bad luck. I mean, so they got bad luck over there. Becky left for a hiatus. Rhea got injured. Asuka got injured. Kairi's injured. They need some help badly for that division.
Yeah.
You can only do so much with I mean, Io is great, but you can only do so much with her.
True.
I mean, she can't be the only one carrying.
Yeah, but I think with Becky coming back, I think it's more good than bad because they could use some star power.
Yeah, at a time where they need it too, and Evolution is coming in. I assume it will be in July.
Yeah, they're saying July 5th is going to be that Evolution.
So, and she's going to have. Yeah.
But
so I'm sure she's going to be on the card.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why she doesn't have a match at WrestleMania this year. Maybe because they're saving her match for Evolution.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why they're doing.
You want to make the show as big as it should be.
Yeah,
but that's probably the reason. They're saving their big match for Evolution.
Yeah. But right now, Ethan Page and Ricky Saints, there was a Boston Crab applied, or Walls of Jericho applied, but now Ethan Page going for All Ego's Edge here.
He's the learning tree.
Hi, guys.
A real learning tree.
Yes. Not the Chris Jericho AEW learning tree, which is so bad, but I digress. And Ricky Saints thrown face first in a turnbuckle, and Ethan Page. Ooh! A back suplex on the top rope to Ricky Saints, and Ricky Saints goes crashing down to the outside, man. That was not a pretty fall. Bouncing Ricky Saints off the top rope, having Ricky Saints land to the outside.
Yeah.
Well, Ricky Saints out of nowhere could springboard this on the second rope to a tornado Page out of nowhere. So this is for the NXT North American Championship for the men. Ethan Page, Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints defending a goal against.
This has been a really good match.
Yeah, good match so far. I will. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is. This is probably. I don't know what. I mean, we actually no. We discussed this at this with the Forbidden Podcast episode 2 for the Stand and Deliver WrestleMania preview predictions. That this could be Ethan Page. This could be Ricky Saints retaining, and Ethan Page could possibly get called up to the main roster after WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, I still stand by that. I think this is what will happen.
And unfortunately, Josh Alexander's now in AEW. But with that being said, it looks like this Ethan Page probably call him up after WrestleMania. I don't know what else you do with him after this. Oh, Tony Fumblechan's breaking out in Las Vegas. Tony fumbled.
And Tony Khan is he's at quite the week. He's getting brought up during WrestleMania weekend.
I mean, Dynamite and AEW and Tony Khan celebrated their victory of being the longest running TNT show, surpassing the WCW Monday Nitro. But a power slam from Ethan Page.
I mean, if Tony Khan wants to, if he dares.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has the best interest, he should be focusing on his own shows.
He should, even though it was a good show this week, but it's only one good show. I don't believe they're gonna. I don't trust Tony Khan to be consistent with the shows. But Ricky Saints with a nice double A spine buster, then near fall, power slam, and Ethan Page got Ricky Saints on his shoulders. He slips out. Ricky Saints, like a head scissor, like to a falling reverse DDT from Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints climbing, jumping over the top rope. Oh, Ricky Saints' favorite is back. Right hand from Ethan Page, stopping Ricky Saints in his tracks. And Ricky Saints is on the top rope, perched up. Ethan Page is going top rope. What's he thinking here? Oh, he's got Ricky Saints on his shoulders. Off the top rope. Uh-oh. Ricky Saints elbows to the head of Ethan Page. Sunset flip, no.
Wait, was there a spot as well where Ricky tried to do a springboard?
Yeah, power bomb from Ricky Saints. 1, 2. Near fall. Ethan Page gets the left shoulder out.
Was there a spot where Ricky was doing a springboard?
Yes.
That looked nasty.
Yeah.
He almost hurt his knee out there.
Yeah, no, he's favoring his back, man.
Yeah, but
he's got a bloody mouth as well. I've seen as well. Oh, like a code breaker, some sort of from Ethan Page, right out of nowhere. Now Ethan Page is going for Ego's Edge. He hits it. This is over. 1, 2. Oh, almost. Ricky Saints just gets the left shoulder up. High elevation power bomb. Yeah, all Ego's Edge. Shades of Razor Ramon, God rest his soul.
I'm back now, yeah.
Ethan Page going for the twist of fate. Ricky Saints. Like an interceptor, like shoulder tackle spear. Like a spear from Ricky Saints on the less.
That's going to be it.
By a bone, the Ricky Saints like a Dominator left finisher. Face buster. Yeah, it's like how he picks him up in a Dominator. Then he runs. Opponent goes like, it's a running Dominator. And that's enough for Ricky Saints to retain. Good match.
That was an excellent match.
And Garrett Schrader, well said. These guys fit the WWE style so well. Absolutely.
There are certain guys. There are guys, that just fit a certain promotion.
Yeah.
They fit a certain style.
Yeah, like with indies, it's good wrestling, but it's like no selling, do moves, kick out of finishers, and no really ring, and not much psychology whatsoever in ring. But when you go to WWE, it's like it's the right way. You don't need to go up there and break your neck, kill yourselves. Like Ricky Saints and Ethan Page wrestled a WWE style match, and they prove you don't need to go up there and just paralyze yourself and do a bunch of corkscrews and almost break your neck.
Here's the hint with Ricky. I mean, he's always been that. I mean, I never looked at him or Ethan as guys, guys who just do everything at once. But they just didn't have the kind of environment that fitted them. I mean, though they're great, I would say. I mean, we've been advocates for them.
Yeah.
They kind of didn't fit, with Ethan, they kind of didn't fit AEW in a way. I mean, although they should have been used more? Absolutely, but
Ethan Page was there for 4 years, and Tony Khan didn't know what to do with him.
Like they kind of didn't fit with what they were presenting.
Yeah,
there are just certain people that fit companies and styles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that they can't try, but they just need that right environment, and I think they, with Ricky and Ethan, they have that right environment.
Right this that WWE like way of lifestyle. I agree with you. And Ricky Saints, again, this guy was in AEW for 5 years, and Tony Khan absolutely blew it with this guy big time. They had him off TV.
He won one belt. He only had one championship, but that was the tag team championships.
Yeah, it was an AEW tag team champion with Big Bill.
He was never a singles champion in AEW. And no, the FTW championship doesn't count.
Up to the imaginary title. And Tony Khan, he was there for 5 years. 5 years. This man was with Tony Khan in AEW, and Tony Khan fumbled him and dropped the ball on him and blew it with him big time. He didn't know what to do with him, and Tony Khan is no one to blame but himself. This guy could have been a lot more in AEW, and Tony Khan absolutely just failed him big time. Big time.
Failed him.
Guy could have been a TNT champion, international champion, a world champion in AEW.
Not even a world champion. At the very least, international champion. At least in an upper mid-card role.
Yeah. And Garrett Schrader in the chat, I want to read this comment. I like what you said earlier with the difference between the indie and WWE styles. AEW is like that indie style, but on steroids. I absolutely agree. You have a finisher, kick out, pile driver where they drop you on your head, kick out.
I'm going to use him here for example here, but I mean, we like him here, but I'm going to use him for example, Will Ospreay. He's one of the best in the world. Nobody can deny that. I mean, we've praised him before. He should be the next AEW World Champion for that matter. Triple H
is going to offer him a big contract with WWE when he's a free agent. No doubt about it.
And he should be the next AEW World Champion if Tony Khan is smart.
Yeah, if not Darby Allin, then
Will Ospreay, though, one of the things that, although he has some of the best matches that you'll ever see out there, some of the best matches ever, you can argue, he kind of does too much. I think he does too much. I mean, I watched the match with Takeshita on Dynamite. The match was excellent. Yeah, I know it's Ospreay Takeshita. I know I'm shocked, but they did too much. I will say. I mean, with the kickouts at 1, I think it took me out of the match. Honestly.
That's ridiculous. But the false finishers and kicking out of finishers, like kicking out of 3 finishers.
With these matches, although they can end up being good, they're like too over the top.
Yeah.
Like it takes you out. It takes you out of them. It takes the enjoyment out. And I think you should slow it down a bit.
Yeah. And then just do a pile driver on the apron and do like a super kick, no sell it, or clothesline, no sell. It's just there's no in-ring psychology whatsoever, and it kind of makes
they need to slow it down. Like with a guy like Ospreay, he would benefit more from slowing it down.
This is why I'd like to see someone like Will Ospreay eventually go to WWE, MJF, Kenny Omega, Britt Baker, Mariah May, Thunder Rosa. This is why I really want to see people like them go to WWE too, because their finishers, like you have them in WWE, it means something because you only have to do it once, and there's value behind it. Because usually when the finisher,
I will give Omega this though. He's one of the few. I will say with Omega, he's one of the
5 times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I will say this though with Omega, he's one of the few that has his finisher protected. The one-winged angel. I don't think anybody has kicked out of it in AEW.
I can't recall either.
Yeah, but, well, the only guy I think it's been kicked out once, but it was Omega himself who kicked out of it. I think it was the Full Gear match he had with Hangman, where Hangman became champion. Yeah, this was the match. Hangman became champion. This was the only time the Winging Angel was kicked out, and Omega was the one that kicked out of it. But for the most part, nobody else is kicked out of the One Winged Angel in AEW.
Yeah. And Garrett Schrader also says Ospreay is one of the same mold, like Omega. Over the top is exactly the way to explain it. Gets you hype, but not enough substance. No lies there. No lies whatsoever.
Yeah. I think that's what's kind of missing. I think that's what's missing. By the way, great afternoon. Yeah, great afternoon. I think that's what's missing from Ospreay. He needs to slow it down.
Yeah.
He's excellent. He's one of the best out there. But
especially like a high-flying springboard in-ring style. You do that too much in wrestling, that really shortens your career.
I mean, he doesn't do as much flips, I will say. He doesn't do as much of that. But I think he would benefit from selling. More selling and being the ability, to space things during his matches and make it mean something.
Exactly. And Charles Adderley in the chat, great afternoon, contributors. Good afternoon, Charles. And then he says, just stop. Better show my support and smash the like button. Show some love. Yes, absolutely hit the like and subscribe to Furious Nation and Hardcore Sports. And hit the bell for all notifications. Follow me also on X and Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Follow this man, Adam Carl, right here on X as well on social media. Great guy. Definitely recommend following him on X and all in social media. He's a good man. But here, NXT Tag Team title match, Hank and Tank. There's just Fraxium for the NXT Tag Team titles. Second match of the show.
I think if you watch the pre-show, Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan won a four-way match.
Yeah, that was a waste of time. That match. After Cora and Roxanne got eliminated, I stopped caring. They're not winning against Liv and Raquel on Tuesday, so really losers.
What are they doing with Roxanne and Cora? What are they doing with them?
Apparently, Roxanne.
They surely have to be called up after WrestleMania, surely.
I saw something. Apparently, Roxanne Perez walked out on Cora Jade. They're probably setting up Roxanne and Cora one-on-one for Tuesday, and that's where Roxanne gets sent off to the main roster. Has to be.
They should.
Yeah. Charles also says, I'm watching from Nassau, the Bahamas. And Garrett Schrader. Go ahead. Oh. Then Garrett Schrader.
I don't get why Roxanne isn't even on the main roster right now.
Yeah, they were going to do, it looked like they were going to do Roxanne, Perez, and Bayley WrestleMania, but they erased those plans for whatever reason. Beats me. I don't know why. That could have been really good for WrestleMania, but forget what we're getting with Bayley and Lyra at WrestleMania tomorrow. I would have much preferred Roxanne and Bayley tomorrow instead of women's tag title match, if I'm honest. But Garrett Schrader in the chat says they can really lean into a brand that has distinct styles if they really try to. If you really think about it, it's there. I can see where you're coming from. And Fraxium make their entrance after Hank and Tank. Fraxium are so good. The best tag team since Paul London and Brian Kendrick from back 20 years ago. They are that good. They are so good. But I have a feeling, am I the only one that has a feeling Hank and Tank are winning the titles and Fraxium gets called up to the main roster?
I think this is Fraxium's last night on NXT. I think this is it for them.
I don't think Hank and Tank should be the ones to take the belts off Fraxium, but I feel like Fraxium, it's time to call him up to the main roster.
Yeah, it's time.
And Garrett Schrader in the chat. Do we think this Bayley-Lyra pairing is leading to some kind of heel turn? After what was teased Raw, not this past Monday, but the Raw the last week, the one before this past Monday, after Lyra beat Bayley to retain the women's IC title, very good match, by the way. there was a tease that Bayley did show little signs of a heel turn after the match. So I think there's a possibility someone goes heel. My opinion,
Perhaps,
I think it could be
it's
Bayley.
possible, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure though. Possibly, but I don't. Probably not.
And
Not yet,
looking
at
the
least.
women's
But
division, go ahead.
well, what are you saying? You can continue.
All right, with Bayley going heel, I think with the women's division on both Raw and SmackDown, there's not that many heels. There's a lot of faces, not really that many heels. So maybe turning Bayley heel would be a good move, especially that Raw women's division could use something. And want Becky Lynch to come back. I know we've been there, Becky and Bayley, but I mean, it wasn't that bad of a rivalry. And I think it kind of got ruined towards the end in 2023 because of Vince with Trish and Lita involved. So it could have been better if Vince had not returned in 2023 to the creative. But I think a heel Bayley and babyface Becky Lynch now I think could work. And there's a lot of, and the possibilities are endless with Bayley back as a heel,
maybe.
feuding with a face Lyra for the women's IC title. Maybe get Damage Control back together with Asuka, Kairi, Sane, Dakota Kai, and Bayley. The feud with Io going into SummerSlam for the women's world title in New Jersey. And Dakota Kai's not been seen in a while. I think there's probably a reason for that. And Io's been on her own. Though she's still part of Damage Control technically, Io Sky is doing so well on her own and is so over. They could possibly play the story where Dakota's like, oh, don't worry, Io, I know you care about me, and don't worry, like some may think, oh, you deserted me and
I don't know how you're gonna align that. I don't think Bayley should be back with Damage Control. If I'm honest, why would you align with Dakota? I just don't get it.
Because
Dakota turns on everybody.
I mean, Io and Dakota were together.
Maybe I would have Bayley just by herself. I would just have Kairi and Asuka with Io. That's what I'd be doing.
I mean, Asuka's due to come back sometime this spring. The same thing Kairi's saying is due any time should be back as soon as well.
Yeah.
I just think it just kind of makes sense because Io's done her thing on her own and has gotten so over, and there's no Dakota Kai in sight. Dakota could get jealous and eventually turn on Io.
I would just do a Damage Control 3-way at SummerSlam. They don't even have to be a faction at this rate.
But looking back at Bayley and Io Sky last year, WrestleMania 40, I think Io should have been a face and Bayley's a heel. I think they got it wrong last year.
No, I think they got it right.
No.
I think they got it right.
Two different opinions, but it's okay though. But
I think they should have. I think the feud should have lasted longer, though. I think that's the one gripe with it. They should have lasted longer, even post WrestleMania. There was still meat left on that bone.
Who, Damage Control?
Yeah, with the story in mind.
Yeah, with Bayley and Io coming out of last year's Mania. Yeah, and they drafted Io and Damage Control to Raw last year in the draft. They could have continued after Mania, and they should have last year.
Honestly, why not revisit it this year? Why not?
Yeah, and they're all on Raw, so why not?
Yeah.
Garrett Schrader also in the chat. Kairi is bulking up too lately. Asuka should be back. Won't be too far out of the realm to see a return to form for Damage Control. I mean, yeah, we mentioned that, but I mean, it's possible. That's possible. We'll see.
Hank and Tank now. Fraxium.
Yeah, and I got Nathan Frazier. He's gotten Hank in a sleeper.
Sleeper hold.
Yeah. Dreaded sleeper hold.
Yeah.
One of the most devastating moves, a chin lock. This collar and elbow tie-up.
Headlock. Oh, man. Yes, because that's what's going to win you matches, bro. Headlocks.
Yeah.
And rest holds. Sleeper holds.
Yeah. Like a headlock with the opponent on the ground, or like a surfboard stretch, or a chin lock.
Yeah.
But Axiom now. He's got Hank in an armbar now.
That's one that can actually win a match. An armbar.
Yeah. Oh, like a octopus stretch now
Oh.
from Axiom. Oh. And Hank
athlete.
taking on Axiom.
The submission specialist.
Hank Ledger's looking for a tag here. Thoughts on Hank and Tank's in-ring attire? They're wearing like some football jerseys.
Who knows? Maybe they're going to be in the next NFL playoffs.
Yeah. And Hank gets the hot tag. Oh, like a throw fallaway slam at Nathan Frazier and Tank Ledger now. Clothesline Axiom over the top rope to the ring. Tank Ledger flying over the ropes with a body splash. And double flying corner shoulder tackle to both.
By the way, Tommaso Ciampa is clean shaven.
I did see that. That's something I'll have to get used to.
It looks so wrong.
Yeah. Hank is a hell of an athlete. Love what this guy brings. And there's a certain intensity this guy. He's all right. Hank I'm not really high on, but Tank Ledger he's decent.
I think there's room for improvement though. I mean, it's Frax. You got to step up your game when you're wrestling them.
This next sprint from Nathan Frazier, but I think it was Hank kicks out.
I mean, when you're in there with Axiom, you gotta be on your A game. Tank has been on his A game, I would say.
Absolutely.
I think there's room for improvement
going today is Fraxium. Wrestled the Hardys, wrestled No Corner Catch Crew, wrestled Chase U. They've wrestled with the competition NXT, the D'Angelo family, I think, as well. A-Town Down Under. Actually, now. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Double team move by Fraxium. Nathan Frazier just tossed Axiom to Hank with Axiom giving Hank a Hurricane Rana to the outside where Hank landed on Tank. That was a very nice spot. A frog splash from Axiom. Nathan Frazier's top rope. But a 450. Picture perfect from Nathan Frazier. Cover on Hank. 1, 2. A kick out at 2. Wow.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
I say this has been a solid match. I was like, this has been a solid match.
Yeah. And Nathan Frazier thrown in the corner by Hank, that is, in the ring. And Chigiri, nope. What a wheelbarrow slam move from Hank to cover. Oh, Axiom super kicks Hank from behind in the head to break up the count. There was Axiom thrown outside by Tank. Uh-oh. Frazier run the top rope. Those feet.
Go.
Playing clothesline by Hank.
Way.
Flapjack double team from Hank and Tank. Up on Nathan Frazier. 1, 2. Oh. Nathan Frazier can go.
Barely. You're going to do the watch along for WrestleMania, right?
Oh, yeah. Live tonight, live tomorrow night on Easter Sunday. Yes, on Easter Sunday. So, I wish WrestleMania weekend wasn't on Easter weekend. So,
okay. Yeah, that's cool.
And what are Hank and Tank thinking here?
This big.
Hank is running the ropes. What's happening here? Oh! Hank, I think, went for a suicide dive, but he missed and crashed and burned, went crashing right on the top of the announce table, landed right on top of the announce table. High risk, high reward, and Hank is out. Hank's not moving.
What is it with the dives and going and the wrestlers going to the table attempting dives?
And the Nathan Frazier Axiom now, they're going to take advantage. I think they're probably going to retain here. Like a sweep ratio kick from Fraxium. This is it. No. Oh, wow. Tank just kicked out. Wow. This is a really good match, I have to admit. That Hank just crashed. Hank crashed and burned himself. You'd think that'd be over, but no.
Not yet.
Oh. And Tank it's like a 2-on-1. He's trying to fight Fraxum by himself. Ooh, what a kick. Right now, face of Tank and Axiom now. Oh. Up, Spanish fly on the top rope. And coming. And Axiom hits it. Gives Tank the Spanish fly. And Nathan Frazier, Phoenix Splash. This is over. Wow. Hank just broke up the count.
At the last second. I thought it was it.
Wow, just at the last second.
That's unbelievable. I think they gotta win this. I think they're winning this now.
There's no way Hank and Tank lose this now. No way.
I think they're winning this, honestly.
I think this is Fraction's last match and they get
a chance they lose now.
Close one. Turn Axiom inside out. Sling blade from Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier. Phoenix Splash. No. Misses. Wow. Hank just gave a boss man slam to Nathan Frazier. Tank with a suicide dive, taking out Axiom. Tag made to Tank Ledger. Uh-oh, this could be it. Here we go. Hank and Tank, this could be their time to be the NXT Tag Team Champions. This is their moment. Running body collision. Shoulder tackle, power slam. 1, 2. Wow. New NXT Tag Team Champions, Hank and Tank.
They actually did it.
Wow.
They actually did it.
I mean, this match was good because of Fraction, but my goodness, man. What a match.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
I mean, not Hank and Tank, but you could not find a better tag to make them look this good than Fraxium. Honestly.
They stepped up big time.
I mean, like you said earlier, you're in the ring with Fraction, you better bring your A game because they're that good.
Yeah.
And Hank and Tank definitely showed up today. Really good stuff. And Fraxium's been champion since No Mercy last September, like a nice 7-month reign. What a reign they've had, but it's time to call up Fraxium to the main roster. I think they got called up after WrestleMania, and it's time to call them up. That Raw Tag Division, even the SmackDown,
as soon as
use all the help they can get. Put Fraxium on one of those shows, they would really help the show.
As soon as Hank broke up that pinfall, I knew it. There was no way they were losing this.
Oh, and Fraxium taking away a handshake, but a hug. Wow.
This is really it for them in NXT.
Yeah. There's nothing left for Fraxium to do in NXT. They could go for a singles championships in NXT, but they're needing the tag
I think it's
division now.
call them up. Honestly, it's time to
Yeah.
call them up.
They've been in NXT for what, like 3 years?
Yeah, they've been there for a long time.
Absolutely. They could fit on Raw. They could fit on SmackDown. This is what I'm thinking. Either they confront the New Day for the World Tag Team titles on the Raw after Mania, or they challenge the winner, or they can confront the winner of next week's SmackDown's TLC match with DIY, the Street Profits, and the Motor City Machine Guns, which I think should have been on WrestleMania, not the War Raiders or the New Day. Why is that not on the show tonight? And the New Day and the War Raiders are, is what I want to know. Why?
Same thing.
Oh, but it's a good match, and it makes SmackDown after Mania watchable, and you're stacking the show. You could stack it for WrestleMania. No one said you couldn't do it for that.
This is WrestleMania. This is your biggest event of the year.
It's WrestleMania worthy, and these SmackDown teams have been feuding since the beginning of the year. You mean to tell me they don't deserve to be on the card, but the War Raiders and New Day do? And the New Day and War Raiders it's thrown together 2 weeks before the show, and there's no story. Unless Big E's gonna come out, then what are we doing here?
And Machine Guns, DIY, and the Profits have been feuding for like on and off since October.
Yeah, last fall.
October.
Yeah. I don't get it, dude. You can't make this up.
Like they've been feuding for 6 months.
Yeah.
And they're not even gonna make it on the Mania card. Like, I don't get it.
It's like they're not good enough for WrestleMania. Come on. That is absolutely ridiculous. You can't make this up. Can't make this up. Oh well, it'll be a great match. It'll be a great match. What if no commercials, commercial free? So you mean to tell me this is not better on Peacock for WrestleMania, but it's not better for that, but it's better for a SmackDown with commercials on a 3-hour show?
Don't give me a break.
Yeah.
You've built this feud for so long. They've been feuding. They've been wrestling pretty much every week, it seems. Give them a big payoff, and they'll get a WrestleMania moment out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ridiculous. But hey, what do I know? I don't.
The third match now on the main show.
Yeah. They're showing Tiffany and Charlotte in their promo for their match tonight. Who cares? See, this is what I don't understand. Charlotte was out for over a year. She was in the match with Asuka on SmackDown in December of 2023 episode. She comes back, wins the Rumble. Why is Charlotte wrestling Tiffany when Charlotte, I know Asuka was injured in the spring of last year, but I mean, you need to tell me you couldn't do Charlotte and Asuka at WrestleMania this year? That would have been a lot better, and there would have been a story there. And Tiffany versus someone else. Why?
Yeah, the last time we saw her on television, she was being beaten by Damage Control.
And she's going to fight Asuka at this year's WrestleMania. Why? Why even Charlotte and Tiffany? This doesn't make any sense. It's just a dream match. There's no story.
Like logistically, logically, why is it Charlotte going after Io if you wanted her to have a match at this show?
Or better,
the last time she was on TV, Io was with Damage Control.
Or better yet, Asuka. Because she's the one who she last fought before she got hurt.
Yeah.
And you want to make a story in history. Charlotte beat Asuka's streak at WrestleMania 34. Boom, right there.
Like there. And Charlotte wants revenge for after her.
Yeah, and so does Asuka because of Charlotte breaking her streak at WrestleMania 34. It's like that would have been perfect.
No. You know the reason why? No. You know the reason why they're feuding? No. But no, Charlotte and Tiffany. You know why they're feuding? Because Tiffany feels like she's bullied.
Yeah.
Awesome, just awesome.
So I feel bullied by Charlotte.
What an exciting feud. What an exciting feud. Yes, the champion feels bullied.
Charlotte's not made Charlotte this whole entire feud, this whole entire build going into their match at Mania tonight. Charlotte has not made Tiffany Charlotte Charlotte has made Tiffany look good 0 times. Has not made Tiffany look good in this feud once.
I mean, hopefully, I mean the match has to be excellent. Like, sure, there's no end in between. This is either going to be one of the best matches on the Mania card or a train wreck. There's no end in between.
The match has to deliver, and Charlotte needs to put Tiffany over. No ands, ifs, or buts. Tiffany needs to win. Charlotte does not need to win set 15. Just because your last name is Flair doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want and go into business for yourself. And plus, Charlotte sabotaged the segment where SmackDown was in Chicago, and Chicago was booing Charlotte out of the building, and Charlotte ruined the whole build and segment. If I'm Triple H and WWE, I'm punishing Charlotte because you don't get to go into business for yourself.
Now just look at Cody.
His last name is Flair.
Just look at Cody last night. He was getting booed by the crowd.
But he got
the crowd was cheering for Cena. Did Cody panic? No, he adapted accordingly and won the fans over.
Exactly. But Charlotte can't handle that.
Like, he handled the heat.
No, can't take the heat or the criticism.
I don't know why they were booing Cody, but I don't know why. I don't know what he did wrong, but
yeah.
But you gotta adapt with the reactions.
Even
if you're getting a reaction you weren't expecting, guess what? Find a way to turn things around. You control the crowd. You don't let the crowd control you.
Exactly. I think Triple H mentioned that, I think, as well, in one of his interviews early this week. But story for another time. But Logan Paul is a heel. He got booed like Charlotte did, and look at how Logan Paul turned it around. And he's booed for the right reason. Charlotte Flair is just go away heat. Oh, well, Charlotte wins tonight, and there could be a story with Tiffany chasing and Tiffany getting revenge eventually at Evolution. What about that? It will get Charlotte some nice heel heat. No, it's go away heat that Charlotte has. Nobody wants to see Charlotte win another title tonight. Nobody wants to see that. And if Charlotte wins tonight, I am not going to be a happy camper at all.
This is not what they need right now. Charlotte Flair title reign is not what this division needs.
It would do a lot of bad for the division than good. Like, first of all, Charlotte.
By the way, did you know? And shout out, by the way, to Ivar of the Raiders, because he's the one who trained Hank and Take in the Performance Center.
Yeah. Now Hank and Take.
Perhaps this is why now they're getting good. Now this is why now they're getting good because they're being trained by Ivar, so that's a good sign now for them.
Yeah.
I think Ivar confirmed it with Chris Van Vliet. He's teaching, he's a trainer in the Performance Center. He's teaching big man class in the PC.
Yeah. By the way, they just showed backstage. I think Penn was shown backstage.
I think Julia was shown.
Yeah, Julia as well. But now we got the women's North American title 6-woman ladder match.
So this is the third to last match?
The third match, yeah. Thea Hillman.
I think there's I think the afterwards is going to be the women's title match and then the NXT title match.
And then the D'Angelo family versus Dark State.
Yeah. Wait, is this on the card?
Yeah, it's on the card. It's 6-man tag.
Oh, okay.
But Thea Hill making her entrance, man. I'm actually very happy to see her back. She returned to NXT last week.
I don't know why she was off of the show for months. It felt like she was missing.
After they ended Chase U, which was a dumb move. Why would they even do that? But I'm
Thea Hill is still young. Also. She's still young too. Like she's still got a whole career ahead of her.
Very underrated. Has could be something in the business.
Yeah.
And I mean,
maybe this is why they took her off TV. Maybe she could get more training, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she could be something in the industry, but I mean, I'm glad to see her back. And she got a nice pop on Tuesday and a nice theme music. Now Lola Vice making her entrance. If not Soruka, I'm going to win this. I'm going Lola Vice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sol Ruka. I think this is her match to win.
And she just won the Speed title, by the way.
Yeah, WWE Speed Championship.
So she may not win this because of that.
Maybe they give it to Lola Vice. Maybe.
Yeah, but either Soruka or Lola Vice are my pick to win this match. Now we get the third one coming out, Izzy Dame of the Culling, who I'm not high on, very green in the ring. Izzy Dame is clearly not winning this. No way.
She's not.
Oh, but Izzy Dame has potential. She's not good in the ring. She can't wrestle. And Izzy Dame is dating Braun Breaker, by the way. You would think she would learn from Braun Breaker.
Yeah, she should.
I mean, the botch on Ren Sinclair a few weeks ago on NXT where it was like a sit-out spinebuster powerbomb, and she broke up her own count when it was like, was that supposed to be the victory or a kick-out? Like, what the hell happened? It looked so botchy.
And she broke up the pinfall when she's the one pinning her opponent.
And she's breaking up her own count. Like, I was like, what are we doing? It looked terrible.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
And I think with the video package I had for this match on Tuesday, I think they edited it out. When Izzy Dame qualified, the highlight of it, they edited it out because they knew it was bad.
It was not good.
Yeah, she's definitely not winning. Kalani Jordan now making her entrance. Miss Carmelo Hayes there, the first ever women's North American champion. Kalani Jordan, I feel like
she could have another great performance here. She could have a great performance here, but I don't think she's winning. I say you move her up to the NXT picture, women's title picture, that is.
That, or I think after Stand and Deliver, she's been teasing a little bit of a heel turn. They probably turn her heel. Maybe Soruka wins and Kalani can turn heel. Feud with Soruka for a little bit for the North American title.
Probably.
Or Lola Vice, rather. Feud with the heel Kalani Jordan. We'll see. But Kalani Jordan, I will say, she can be a big star in this company, but I feel like she's missing something. Like, there's no character. Maybe a heel turn would do wonders for Kalani Jordan.
I think she needs to work on her promos more than anything.
Yeah,
I mean, she's got the athleticism. I think she needs work on the mic.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan's really not that good on the
needs.
microphone. Not good on promos. So I agree, she needs work on that.
Now, I think that will help her a lot. It may help get her to that next level that she needs.
Yeah. And Zarya and Soruka both making their entrance together. Okay. The Speed Champion Soruka and Zarya. I'm actually liking this tag team, and Soruka's so good. Yeah, Soruka just won the WWE Speed Women's title. Very happy for her, but she's the first ever NXT female to win the Speed title. And Soruka's going to be a big deal on the main roster.
The first NXT wrestler?
Yeah. First NXT female wrestler to win the Speed title for the women. I'm telling you, Soruka, man, she's going to be a big deal on the main roster.
Absolutely will be.
Soruka doing a kick out. Expect this match to be pretty decent, pretty solid. Oh, face buster Soruka now Kalani Jordan blocks it. Throws back Soruka in the corner. And I see Wesley West in the chat. Hi, Nick and Adam. What's up, Wesley?
Nice.
Make sure to share out the stream as well. Guys. Guys, if you're watching the stream, definitely make sure you share out the stream as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. Springboard clothesline from Solruka. I think took out Thea Hale. Kalani and Solruka both playing tug of war with the ladder in the ring.
Chaotic.
Ooh. That's Thea Hale and Lola Vice get a ladder from a drop kick from Solruka with the ladder. Now Solruka, speaking of whom, setting up the ladder. Thea Hale now. Tilt-a-whirl DDT on Solruka. If Thea Hale even wins this, I wouldn't be mad. I look at Lola Vice. Roundhouse kicks with Thea Hale between Lola Vice and the ladder. Oh. Oh, Thea Hale. Oh, powerbomb on Kalani Jordan from Thea Hale, but Lola Vice now. Zarya with a double spear on Lola and Thea. Izzy Dame now. And Zarya gives Izzy Dame a spear. Zarya putting the ladder in the rungs of the ladder between her head. Like a tilt-a-whirl action with the ladder. Izzy Dame out of nowhere with a drum drop kick. Uh-oh. Powerbomb. Right from Izzy Dame. No. Zarya fights out of it. Ooh, like a left over the shoulder drop. Izzy Dame gives Zarya on the ladder. Kick from Kalani and a kip up. Lola Vice. She gets like a springboard scissors kick from Kalani Jordan. Roundhouse kick from Kalani. Kalani Jordan now on fire. Springboard moonsault to the outside, taking out Solruka and Thea Hale. Kalani Jordan now getting back in the ring. That was a nice spot. Damn, what's she thinking here? That could have been disastrous. Kalani Jordan slamming Izzy Dame on the ladder with like a foot leg with up the chest. Like, that was nasty. Split leg moonsault. Zarya with the ladder on Zarya on the ladder. And Kalani Jordan setting at the ladder. This could be her moment. Oh, there's no one around to stop her. She could do this.
She can.
Lola Vice. Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan locked up the ladder. This could be Lola Vice this time. Nope. So Ruka trying to stop Lola Vice. Lola Vice with a guillotine. Jumped the ladder into a guillotine on Solruka. But
in a ladder match.
Solruka drags, puts Slope in the corner. Running hip attack from Lola Vice. Lola Vice climbing up the ladder again. and left and right roundhouse kicks from Lola Vice. Another hip attack from Lola Vice, but this time to Thea Hale. And kicks on Izzy Dame now, running hip attack on Izzy Dame. Man, Lola Vice is on fire. And so Ruka, she's got Lola Vice in a powerbomb position. Uh-oh. Nope. Lola Vice reverses. Oh, Lola Vice went for the knockout, spinning back fist to hit the ladder. So until Ruka ducks. Izzy Dame with a code break on Lola Vice. Boots Azaria from Izzy Damon. Izzy Dame catching Kalani Jordan. Choke slam. Kalani Jordan gets a choke slam from Izzy Dame. Uh-oh. Like a sit-out spinebuster move that Izzy Dame did on Ren Sinclair. Does that to Soruka off the nearly the top of the ladder. Wow. And Izzy Dame keeps up. Izzy Dame could do it. Nope. Thea Hale stopped trying to stop her. Uh-oh. Ladder knocked down, but Izzy Dame's still on her feet. Thea Hale with a headbutt. Like a world strongest slam to Lola Vice on the ladder from Thea Hale. And a flip senton. And Thea Hale taking out Lola Vice with the ladder. Thea Hale may have hurt herself too, but. Oh, like an exploder suplex to Kalani on the ladder in the corner, set in the corner.
This has been a really good match.
It has.
I've been impressed with Izzy Dame in this match.
Yeah, I really like that spot. That sit out spine buster to Soruka from near the top of the ladder. That was a very nice spot, and the choke kept up right after. Like no problem. That was nice. I'm not high on Izzy Dame, but I will give her credit. She's not been bad in this match today.
Yeah.
And Thea Hale, she's all by herself. Uh-oh. Izzy Dame, speaking of whom. Uh-oh. The ladder near the rope. This is not going to end pretty. Uh-oh. Thea Hale with the Kimura on the ladder to Izzy Dame. Uh-oh. This is not going to be pretty. Uh-oh. Own the calling. Come on. You have to be kidding me. Zaria lifting the ladder. Thea Hale's on the top near the rope. Oh! Thea Hale taking out the calling, including Izzy Dame. That's Nico Vance, Brooks Jensen, and Sean. Dame all taken out by Thea Hale. Crossbody off the ladder, over the ropes in the air, diving crossbody, taking out the calling. So it looks like that's it for Izzy Dame and Thea Hale. Yeah, this is crazy. This match has been crazy so far.
This show itself has been great.
Yeah, really good show so far. Zaria's climbing up the ladder.
And this is not going to be the only show we see on Saturday.
Nope.
WrestleMania for a long weekend.
Yeah, WrestleMania 41, night 1 tonight, night 2 for WrestleMania 41 tomorrow night. Watch parties for those tonight. You don't want to miss it. Definitely make sure you tune in. I'll be there live. Mitch will. We'll get the crew together. It's going to be a good one. But Ruka, then Kalani Jordan playing tug of war with the ladder. Oh, and Zaria's trying to climb the ladder too. They're trying to sandwich the one ladder between the ropes and one of the rungs of the ladder stacked in the ring. Uh-oh. And Kalani and
It's not gonna
Fine
be
Jordan
pretty.
Zarya. Now Soruka. This is not going to be pretty. Whoever falls.
It's not gonna be good.
A Lola Vice now. We haven't seen
Opportunistic.
a Soul Snatcher yet. We got to see a Soul Snatcher. Zolo Vice has got Zarya in a sleeper hold. Zarya's trying to climb the ladder. Oh boy. Oh. And both Lola and Zarya come crashing, not crashing down, but they go on the ladder. I don't know who got the worst of that, Lola Vice or Zarya. Kalani Jordan frog splash to Lola Vice with Lola Vice on the stacked ladder from Kalani Jordan.
Oh, this is it for Lola now.
Gotta be. And Zarya's went to sleep. And so Ruka act like Spider-Man, springboard from the ropes to the ring to the ladder.
Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Oh, Kalani with a roundhouse to Soruka.
This match has been insane so far.
And Zarya catching Kalani Jordan. Uh-oh. Ooh. Zarya just military press slam Kalani over the rope to take out Kalani, Thea, and Izzy Dane. So it looks like we're down to Zarya and Soruka.
I think this is when we may see a turn here.
Maybe. Or Soruka could win. It's got to be something.
Maybe Lola comes back.
There we go.
I mean, she can always come back. Lola.
Well, Zarya and Soruka going at it. Rights after rights. This is Zarya and Soruka on the ladder. Uh-oh.
Only be one winner.
Oh, Soruka. Handstand. Oh, my.
Ouch. Ouch.
Soruka's so amazing. Knock Zarya off the ladder. The gymnastics back on Soruka. Uh-oh.
This may be it.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Soul Snatcher? Soul Snatcher on Izzy Dane.
That's gotta be it now.
Double Soul Snatcher on Thea and was it Lola? This could be it.
This is our moment.
This has to be it. Is this Soruka's time that everyone else is out? Yes! Soruka's the new NXT Women's North American Champion.
Yes.
Yes. It's about damn time.
Just like I predicted.
Well deserved for Soruka.
Deserve.
Very, very happy for Soruka.
A year in the making.
Yeah. She's been in NXT since 2022. She's won the Speed title for the women early this week. She's now the North American Women's Champion in NXT. I'm so freaking happy for Soruka. This was the right outcome.
This is well deserved.
Like
there was only one way this had to end.
It's finally about time she won gold in NXT.
It was her time.
Absolutely. And if And if this gets Zarya to turn on Sol Ruka and we get a feud between Sol Ruka and Zarya in the future for the women's North American title for NXT, I'm all for that too. If they, probably in the summer.
It's probably going to be the summer feud between them.
And so
Zarya acts like she's happy, but then she turns on Sol Ruka out of frustration.
And Zarya gets jealous of Sol Ruka. This was really, really good. Really, really fucking good ladder match. Probably one of the best ones in recent memory.
This is an incredible ladder
match. I'm even going to go as far as this. This ladder match was better than the ladder match at Battleground last year in Vegas.
Well, that's high praise there.
And this was in the UFC arena in June of last year. I think this ladder match was a lot better than that one. Really good stuff. Could not be more happier for Sol Ruka.
I will say when it comes to NXT and ladder matches during WrestleMania weekend, they don't miss.
Nope.
I mean, the ladder match in New Orleans 7 years ago.
Yes, for the first ever
ladder match
North American title.
Yeah, I think
that was crazy.
There was a ladder match at Stand Delivered 3 years ago.
Yes, in Dallas,
where North American title. I think that's when Cameron Grimes won.
Yeah, he wrestled. I think Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, Solo Sikoa, and Grayson Waller.
Yeah,
and I was there live for that Stand Deliver in Dallas.
They always deliver with these ladder matches. You were there, and you were there for WrestleMania as well.
In Dallas, I was actually almost near the front row for Stand Deliver in Dallas. But maybe we get a heel Kalani Jordan and a face Sol Ruka feud first for the women's North American title first before we get Zarya and Sol Ruka. That's what they may go with. Because Kalani's been teasing a heel turn lately in NXT. I think they may do that first. But we'll see what happens. But either way, very happy for Sol Ruka.
Yeah, so happy for it. So it was a year in the making. It was a year in the making.
Yeah. Now Sol Ruka's the standard bearer for the NXT Women's Mid-Card Division, NXT. Now she carries that mid-card in the NXT Women's Division. You can't pick a better candidate for that than Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
They're showing the pre-show match. Fatal Influence, Tatum Paxley, Gigi Dolan, Cora, and Roxanne, and then the Metaphor. Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley, they won Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Elimination match early in the pre-show. Stand Delivered. They get a Women's Tag Team title match this Tuesday in NXT, this NXT after WrestleMania.
I kind of wish the match would be on Raw after WrestleMania. Because they're getting the number one contenders as well. I don't know why this is not on the Raw or SmackDown after Mania. I mean, it would give them exposure.
True.
I think it would make more sense there. So.
I will say though, I'm not. I will say as far as this pairing with Tatum Paxley and with Foxy Blackheart, it's not bad.
I actually quite like them as a trio.
They kind of remind me of one of those Powder Puff Girls from Cartoon Network with the blonde hair, the black hair, and the brown hair almost.
Yeah.
Gigi Dolan's decent. Tatum Paxley's very good. Shotzi's all right. And I'm glad she hasn't been seen in a while, but I don't know what happened to her if she was injured, but I'm glad she's back on television now. And I don't know if you caught it, Shotzi Blackheart, or Shotzi, got her long green hair back. She shaved her hair 2 years ago with feuded with Io Sky and Bailey on SmackDown in 2023, and now Shotzi got her hair back. So good for Shotzi.
Yeah, she got rid of the spikes, and now she's grown her hair again, green hair.
Yep, she got the long green hair again.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. I doubt Gigi and Tatum win the titles on Tuesday, though. I doubt it.
I don't think so.
They're not going to win. I was hoping for Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez to win, and then they win the titles Tuesday, and then they just burn the titles. Like, why do we have women's tag titles in WWE? Why? There's no tag teams. Like, I literally don't understand it.
So our next match.
Yeah. We get the D'Angelo family up against Dark State. This is... hold on.
I think this is the match third from the top. This is the fourth match.
Yeah. Because Stephanie Vatcare, Jordan Grace, Jada Parker, and Julia is going to be the second to last.
Yeah. And then the three-way NXT title match will close the show.
Yeah, between Obafemi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. But this Dark State...
this is not going to be the last. I don't think this is going to be the last we see of Dark State tonight.
I agree. I think either Trick Williams or Javon Evans is going heel in the main event. Has to be. Someone's got to... I think someone is going heel in the Triple Threat main event tonight.
I think so.
Or today, rather.
They've been building this for weeks now.
Yeah. There's Dion Lennox, Cutler James, and Saquon Sugars. And then Osiris Griffin. I mean, the making has potential. They are Shield 3.0, but they have potential to be something. But I feel like they're missing.
They need a strong leader.
Yeah, they're missing something that will take them to the next level. A strong leader. That none of the four members are a leader. They need a strong leader. Adding Javon Evans and Williams would help a lot for them.
Yeah. I think they need a strong leader that is there for the long haul.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. By themselves, it doesn't do anything for me.
I think they're more followers than they are leaders.
Yeah, I have to agree with that statement very, very much so. And also, I mean, you don't want to shaft NXT's men's division that much. I understand call Trick Williams soon to the main roster and Obafemi. I think Obafemi gets called up first before Trick Williams does. Maybe Trick Williams gets called up by the summer.
They can do that.
You know, I don't know if he goes heel.
That would work.
I don't know if Trick Williams goes heel or if Javon Evans does, but one of them is going to go heel. Obafemi, I don't think he should eat the pinfall today.
He's not going to turn heel.
No, Obafemi's not.
I think he gets called up after WrestleMania. As soon as he loses that championship, he's in the main roster round.
Have him challenge for the IC or US title after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Or if LA Knight beats Jacob Fatu tonight and Solo screws Jacob, have LA Knight feud with Obafemi for the US title.
Yeah, maybe Oba is the one that dethrones LA Knight.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Or Obafemi versus Braun Breaker for the IC title, or Dominic Mysterio.
You can do that.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But I think Dark State and the D'Angelo family, I think Dark State gets the W.
Yeah, I
There's
think they
no
need
reason
this. Yeah.
whatsoever for them to lose.
Yeah. I mean, they are your new big faction now in NXT. They need this one.
Yeah. I don't know if this is also a send-off for the D'Angelo family as well. It may be.
I think they're getting called up after this.
They should be. They really should be. Man, I want to say something real quick. Really good promo last night at the end of SmackDown between John Cena and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that was excellent.
The fans are booing Cody Rhodes, and he got the fans to cheer him again. And then John Cena called the fans idiots and called them fickle.
That's what they are. They are fickle. They were booing Cody. They were cheering for him all this time, and now they're booing him on this day. And now they went back to cheering him. He's right.
Yeah. And John Cena is like, shut up, kid. And Cena was roasting him a bit. I don't agree with the fake palm strike, but other than that, it was a good
Cena,
promo.
I think he went back bold again. He got his old 2010s look.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you sell your soul to The Rock.
Yeah. He became bold again.
You know, The Rock wants John Cena to be his champion.
His corporate champion.
Yeah. I've also enjoyed the recent promos with Cena and Cody back and forth.
It's been really good.
Especially John Cena's line, what do we get? What do we get? You got nothing. Just for good stuff. D'Angelo family making their entrance.
Dark State and D'Angelo family.
But yeah, I think this is it for the D'Angelo family. Like, they may as well call them up after WrestleMania. They're also ready. Tony D's been in NXT for 4 years. Maybe it's time to call him up.
He's been there since the beginning of 2.0.
Yeah. Well, the dark days of NXT, that was so bad.
I mean, everyone else, Breaker, Mello, Waller, they've been pulled up.
Yeah. Could say the same thing about others too. Roxanne Perez.
I think so, yeah, and Cora Jade.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, all of them. I mean, Tiffany got called up. I'm sure Roxanne and Cora, they'll be called up soon.
Yeah. Solo Sikoa's another guy.
The Creeds.
Yeah, the Creed brothers.
I think it's time to call up Tony. I think it's time to call him up. End of it. They can offer something to that tag division.
Yeah.
I would put them on Raw.
Yeah, I would say Luca Cristofino and Channing Stock Lorenzo easy in the Raw tag team division. Tony D could challenge for like an Intercontinental title. Oh, Shatter Machine from Luca and Lorenzo. Could Tony D easily slot him in the mid card, like an Intercontinental Championship, wrestle like a Braun Breaker or Dominic or Finn Balor or Penta? But I feel like the D'Angelo family's presentation, like that Italian, like a mobster, like Al Capone, like gimmick and like Italian, like New Yorker, like character, like how they like to shoot the cinematic vignettes for them. I feel like it fits more with Netflix, with Raw. I just feel like it fits more with Raw.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind them on SmackDown, but I think I would say put them on Raw.
Yeah.
I would say put them on Monday Night Raw. Adriana Rizzo is not bad either. She's not bad in the ring. She's decent in the ring. Cristofino and Lorenzo are a decent tag team. Tony D, you could have him in the mid card. You can have him in the main event. Maybe, I don't know, wrestle Jey Uso. I don't know about him as a world champion right now, but definitely in the mid card right now. And if you're looking for a solid heel, maybe turn the D'Angelo family heel. What do you call him up to Raw? Turn Tony D heel. He's not doing bad with the D'Angelo family as faces now, but I think his better work is a heel.
And if they're doing more international shows, if there's going to be a pay-per-view in Italy soon.
Yeah, that's another factor. If you're going to do a PLE in Italy, you got to call them up. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. Like, the timing is right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know when they're going to have a PLE in Italy, but you never know. Just call them up now. And Tony D, I don't know about you. What about bringing him up to Raw with the rest of the D'Angelo family and turning them heel?
Yeah, I may agree here.
There's not that many heels on the main roster.
I mean, the heel team. There's not that many heel tag teams on Raw aside from like the New Day. That's about it.
There's the Creeds, but that's still like 2. That's not enough. I think it's the right time to call them up, honestly, to the main roster coming out of WrestleMania. Or if they do a draft, you draft the D'Angelo family to Raw. Well, looks like we have Xavier in here, too. What's up, Xavier?
Give me a minute. The fire alarm.
Man, no worries, man. No worries.
Hi, folks.
So a decent show so far. We're halfway through the show.
Halfway?
Yeah, we got the D'Angelo family up against Shield 3.0, a Dark State. And the Cannonball in the corner, Stacks, I think it's Dion Lennox.
ما انا مش هجيب رز وملوخيه
Tony D
وفراخ
doesn't
وبعدين
look
تقعد
too
تتكلم
happy.
قول لي اول ما
Stacks runs with a cannonball. See outside. He's just standing there. Ooh. Stacks just got taken out by Osiris. Tossing Lorenzo over over the barricade to the timekeeper's area.
I'm gonna get out of here right now. Actually, I'm gonna do something.
All right. Not to worry, man.
But are we watching the rest?
All right, catch you later.
Yeah, talk to you later, brother.
Okay, catch you later, man. So,
What did I miss?
well, Subruka won the women's North American title.
Yes.
You had Hank and Tank are the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Very good match with Fraxium.
So Fraxium's getting called up.
Yep, most likely than not. I think it's inevitable. And then the other thing that happened was Ricky Saints beat Ethan Page in a very good opener to retain the men's North American title.
That makes sense.
Yep. Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan won a fatal 4-way women's tag team elimination on the pre-show to get a women's tag title match this Tuesday on the NXT after WrestleMania.
Ooh.
So we're now to D'Angelo family against Dark State.
With Cutler James.
Yeah, Cutler James, Osiris Griffin. They got Dion Lennox as well. Then you got Saquon Sugars. Also part of the group.
Sugars.
Yeah.
Color James isn't in the match. He's just standing out there.
Yeah.
Imagine Dark State recruits a woman, and then we get D'Angelo family, the full D'Angelo family.
Maybe. Let's see. But I'm thinking Dark State wins this thing. There's no reason for them to lose. They just arrived on the scene.
Okay. I know we have the NXT Women's Championship match. We have the NXT Men's match, title match.
Yeah.
And
There's a lots of matches after this match.
those are only 2 matches left?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be like an hour or 2.
It should be done by 4 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, because 4 o'clock WrestleMania starts, the kickoff show.
Yeah, they may end it before 4, honestly. Because I think the 4 ladies for the NXT Women's title match is going to get a good amount of time. The same thing with the triple threat NXT title match.
It's Julia, Jada Parker,
Jordan Grace and Stephanie.
Jordan Grace. I don't think they're going to have Stephanie lose this early.
No, she just won that championship a month
Yeah, I
ago.
was about to say, she just won it. I mean, if anything, I'd say she loses it to Jordan Grace, and then she gets called up with Julia. Because their main roster ready already.
Julia and Stephanie Vecchia, absolutely. Maybe. And Julia did turn on Stephanie. Maybe they continue their feud on the main roster on Monday or Friday. I mean, they don't need to be in NXT that long. Also, well, Julia and Stephanie. Even I'm gonna say the same thing for Jordan Grace. She doesn't need to be in NXT that long either.
I feel like she's gonna win the NXT Women's Championship, hold it for a little bit, then lose it, then get called up.
I mean, Jordan Grace, give her I wouldn't even say have her a year in NXT. Not even a year for Jordan Grace in NXT to call her up to the main roster within less than a year. I mean, I feel like a lot of these people in NXT should be on the main roster. A lot of them.
Yeah.
And they could give the main roster the arm shot of adrenaline that the main roster needs, in my opinion.
Especially the women's division.
Yeah, their women's division on the main roster, it's not where it needs to be.
It's not that good.
I mean, is it better booked than under Vince? Yes, but
Raw's women's division is basically Rhea, Io, and Bianca at this point. And Liv and Raquel. Those are basically the top.
Yeah.
And then SmackDown, you got Nia, Tiffy, Charlotte.
The Nia. But speaking of SmackDown women's division, don't even get me started on that. That SmackDown women's division roster is very mid.
It is. The only good.
Like, there's no star power on that show for that division whatsoever.
I mean, Alexa Bliss is technically on one of them, but she hasn't wrestled in how long? Since Royal Rumble?
Yeah, it hasn't been seen since the Chamber.
Yeah, like, how you going to bring her back at the Rumble?
Yeah, and I feel like she's more of a spooky character, like, not like an in-ring general. She's more of like a spooky character, not in-ring general wrestler than an in-ring general.
Thing is, how are you going to bring her back at the Rumble, have her in the Chamber, and haven't booked her since?
It's ridiculous.
Good.
That's just crazy, though, this 6-man tag.
That's crazy that Cutler James is already on NXT.
From LFG.
I think it's because LFG, I think, was taped before Dark State debuted.
I think so too.
So they already taped it. So I'm guessing Cutler James isn't leaving. And I think, to be honest, I think Cutler won in LFG. I think he's the one who got the title contract. So realistically, this was probably LFG was filmed months ago. And it sucks because I really want to see how Cutler James would do in LFG. Now you see him on NXT.
Yeah. I'm Tony G and Stacks now fighting over the crowbar. Oh. So Stacks and D'Angelo having problems. Uh-oh.
While Shaquan Sugar's bot's still rolling.
A throw powerbomb.
Tony with a spear.
Oh, spear from Tony D. Wow. Wow. But yeah, a lot of these people in NXT could be on the main roster, give that main roster, especially the women's division there, the arm shot of adrenaline that they also could use. What I got now? Wow. Something's got to give here. I think Tony D's going to get turned on or Stacks going to get turned on. Something's going to happen. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Channing Stacks Lorenzo just low blow Tony D. What the?
What the hell?
Oh, my. Tony D just got double crossed by Stacks Lorenzo. Now,
no. Yep, Shield 2.0 powerbomb.
It's over. Dark State wins. I'm shocked. I did not see that coming. So Stacks is out of the D'Angelo family who just turned heel on Tony D. Wow.
Why is everybody turning on Tony D'Angelo? First it was Sean Spears, now it's Chat standing. Now it's Chat.
Wow.
Holy.
Shocked.
I think all of us are lost of words. I did not expect that.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Well, the way Tony D and Stacks were staring at each other, I knew something was going to happen. I just didn't want to believe it.
I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it until Stacks says something.
Because he tossed the crowbars and did a low blow, man. Wow.
And Tony turned his back on him too, which is the worst part.
Yeah.
Stacks made Tony believe he wasn't turning on him and then just low blowed him.
Tony put his guard down and he got double crossed by Stacks.
Out of everybody, Stacks. That what makes it worse because them two were the first people in the D'Angelo family.
So they're not calling up the D'Angelo family to the main roster then?
They're probably going to call up Stacks and Tony D separately.
Or probably just Tony D.
Yeah.
Stacks could use a little more time in NXT.
It's just I'm at a loss for words.
So Stacks and Tony D are going to feud coming out of this weekend.
Yep. What makes it worse is Stacks and Tony D were one of the first two people on 2.0 NXT.
Yeah.
They've been together for I don't know how long, and then Stacks just double crosses him.
They've been together for like 3 years.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And there was like Stacks and Two Dimes.
Yep. NXT Tag Champs.
Yeah, NXT Tag Team Champions. Shocked, man.
I'm just at a loss for words, honestly. I didn't want to believe it at first because I was like, he dropped the crowbar. I was like, okay, he's not turning, and they just low blows him, bro.
Yeah.
Glad at 4 o'clock after Mania, I think Mitch is going to see who had the most predictions right for Mania, and the winning show will be the champions. Me and Joe had three predictions different from each other out of both nights.
Yeah.
That's crazy that he turned on him.
That's just.
I didn't expect to see that tonight.
Yeah.
You know what would make it worse? If Obafemi loses the title.
Well, he's not. Well, I think he loses the title, but he's not going to eat the pinfall.
I think Javon Evans wins the title if Oba doesn't eat the pin.
And I think Dark State gets involved in the main event tonight as well, and today as well, rather.
God, of course, Dark State's gonna get fucking involved. They always want to get involved. That's dang. I didn't expect. They had the WrestleMania Supers. They had a Logan Paul dummy with it. People had a chair with him.
They did another for Dominic Mysterio as well.
I think everybody just wants to say Logan instead of Dominic. Dominic's at least loved a little bit. People just hate Logan.
Hank and Tank, who just won the NXT Tag Team titles early in the show.
My goats. They are the Revolver Tag Team Champions and NXT. No, they are the ROW Booker T's promotion Tag Team Champions.
No, Adam Cole was asking early in the stream. Hank and Tank, they've actually been working recently with Ivar of the War Raiders.
Ooh.
Fun little fact, he's actually been training Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank is so good.
There's a certain energy they got, and Tank really showed up today, and so as well as Hank.
They were the right team to beat Fraxium.
I wasn't high on them at first going into this show, but the match tonight, they kind of won me over.
Hank and Tank's always been a good tag team. Booker T's promotion, ROW, they're their tag team champions.
There was a spot Hank was going for the dive, and he was crash and burn on the top of the announce table.
Oh, God. Yep, I'm about to rewatch the show.
I kid you not.
Gee.
But Fraxium lost the titles tonight. I think it's time to call them up.
They're going to get called up. Either they get called up or they break up.
They're going to get called up. And that main roster Raw and SmackDown tag divisions need help.
New Day beats the War Raiders, and then the New Day loses to Fraxium.
That or Fraxium confronts the winner of next week's SmackDown's TLC Tag Team Title Ladder match.
True. Hey, all I'm happy about is I got to see Fraxian versus the Hardys before they got called up.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. We got Stephanie Vetcare,
Yep.
Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker. Next.
Honestly, when Julia turned on Stephanie, I did not expect that to happen at all.
When Julia attacked Stephanie, it's like, oh, this is not a heel. Then I look more at it's a heel turn.
Julia got mad because she lost her title, and then she attacked Stephanie.
Yeah.
Do they pull the plug and give Jada Parker the title?
No, I don't think so. I doubt it.
You think they give Jada Parker the title eventually?
Should be pretty good.
This match is gonna cook.
Yeah. Let them cook.
You think? What if they swerve all of us and give Jada Parker the title?
They could, but I don't think so. I think her
Either Jordan Grace or Stephanie wins. I don't think Julia wins the title back.
I would say Stephanie retains and either Jada or Jordan eat the pinfall. Because I think Stephanie and Julia feud coming out of Stand and Deliver.
Honestly, if Stephanie loses the title, that means she's getting called up with Julia.
But if she loses the championship, then you can't have her lose it to Julia. That she just beat Julia. It doesn't make any sense. Like
no, it would make sense if Jordan Grace wins it. If Stephanie does lose the title.
Yeah.
Or even Jada Parker. Jada Parker's been at NXT for how long and hasn't had the title?
Yeah, but I feel like she could use a little more time. I think she'll be a champion, just maybe not now.
She'll be a champion after when Julia gets called up.
If Jordan Grace does win the championship even today, I would say give her like a not that long of a reign because she should be on the main roster.
Like a 3 month reign.
Give like a nice 3-4 month decent reign, solid reign.
Give her that kind of reign and then have like I'd say because Evolve's going on, I say like a Evolve call up to NXT.
Yeah. Or I'm thinking this. If Jordan Grace or Stephanie win today in this match, there's rumors of AEW wrestler Mariah May coming over from AEW.
Yeah, Mariah May, I heard rumors about that.
It looks like, according to the report, she is like, chances are unlikely she is WWE bound.
That would make sense. You know what? I'm just mad that Josh Alexander got AEW called up. I'm just mad Josh Alexander went to AEW.
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh, I was so mad.
He's with Don Callis, which I like, but I don't trust Tony Khan with anything with anyone. Alexander.
They got Josh Alexander, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, Mike Bailey. They got all my favorite wrestlers.
I know, but I think someone will eventually jump ship to WWE. Definitely Will Ospreay for a fact.
I wish Josh Alexander went to WWE because you could have him and Braun Breaker fight. Oh my God, that would have been such a good match.
Yeah, or Josh Alexander back with Ethan Page of the North.
Yeah, which Ethan Page is going to fight Joe Hendry and Frankie Kazarian at their next pay-per-view for the TNA title. So Ethan Page could win a TNA title. Joe Hendry goes to WWE.
Probably. Probably, but I'm thinking if Stephanie or Jordan Grace, if Stephanie Becker or Jordan Grace win this match.
Oh yeah, man, that's a hottie biscotti. Green Cholula.
Yeah, Booker T with Jada Parker, yeah. But I will say this though.
Green
Either
Cholula.
whoever wins, Stephanie Becker or Jordan Grace, whoever wins this match here, I think one of them, if Mariah May is WWE bound, she beats either Jordan or Stephanie for the championship before one of them two gets called up.
I can see that. I can see that happening. But I say give Mariah May like a month in NXT before she beats and wins the title.
So I could say if Jordan Grace wins, holds it 3-4 months and loses it to a debuting Mariah May, then call up Jordan Grace to the main roster.
Yeah. The Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Jordan Grace, former Knockouts champion. She's someone who will definitely be a big deal on the main roster. Had a very good showing in the Rumble last year and this year.
Did you watch GCW Bloodsport?
No, I did not.
That Shayna Baszler is now 3-0 at Bloodsport.
Nice.
And you had, I think they had Gresham versus Zack Sabre Jr., which was a banger match.
Here comes Stephanie Becker. Hold the thought.
Maybe think Bloodsport is basically just NXT Underground with MMA rules.
Yeah. Stephanie Becker coming out. La Primera. The Dark Angel.
My stream is lagging. Like I keep clicking pause. I don't have a Peacock or nothing, so I'm watching it. Some guy streaming it on Kick. So I'm watching a pay-per-view through there.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
And they haven't took down any of the streams because unlike Twitch, you can actually stream pay-per-views and stuff on there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I watched SmackDown through Kick yesterday.
Yeah. Interesting. So I wouldn't mind Jordan Grace winning the championship, but I'm going Stephanie Becker.
I'm gonna go Stephanie, but if anything, I feel like Jordan Grace could be the winner.
Yeah.
Better see somebody go through a table. The announcer had a voice crack. Parker.
Yeah. Jordan Grace.
Yeah. She has yet to be pinned. So if anything, she might eat the pin.
Probably. La Primera. Stephanie Becker.
Okay, yeah, it would make no sense if she lost the title. It's only been 39 days.
Yeah, she won it at Roadblock last month.
Yeah.
Unless you're calling her up, but I would say but she just won it. Why would you take the title off her? And she's this good right now as champion. When someone's this good, you don't take the title off them. I could absolutely see Mariah Stephanie or Jordan for the championship.
Bruce said, "Do you feel Jordan will win?" If she wins, I don't think Stephanie eats the pin.
I would say Jada Parker. If anyone, maybe Jada Parker is most likely the one to eat the pinfall.
Or Julia. I feel like Julia could eat the pin.
But she just came back though, and she's probably a heel now. If she's gonna feud with Stephanie after this show, why would you have her lose?
So you have Two faces in Jordan Grace and Stephanie, and two heels in Jada Parker and Julia.
Yeah, but if Julia's going to do with Stephanie after today, you want to make Julia look
Grace with the back elbow. Julia pin one.
Julia's a good move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's Jordan looking for?
Uh-oh. That chop from Jada Parker. And Jada Parker.
Ooh, nice chop by Jada.
Oh, and Stephanie now.
Oh, reverse.
Stephanie and Julia working together.
Oh, they still don't hate each other. Ooh. Nice drop kick. Leg drop.
Here we go.
Oh, Julia pin. Kick out.
Jordan Grace gets a double drop toe hold. Double drop kick from Jordan to Jordan Grace from Julia and Stephanie back here.
Oh. Yeah, that's a nice tall glass of green Cholula.
And Jada Parker getting in a ring. Jordan Grace clips Jada Parker on the outside. Oh. Jordan and Stephanie now.
Whoa.
Oh. Shot from Stephanie.
They got it too.
A right hand from Jordan Grace.
Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Big chop, big forearms, double chop, forearm, double chop, forearm. God. Julia's just beating Jada to pieces.
Running knee from Julia.
Ooh. Kick out by Jada. Jada's fighting out. Through the second rope. Stephanie drop kick.
Bruce Harper also says in the chat, I feel Jordan is much stronger.
She is much stronger, but I don't think she wins this match, though.
Nah.
It's only been 39 days. And if she wins this, then Stephanie again called up.
Yeah. Then Bruce Harper says in the chat, who do you feel will win, Charlotte Flair or Tiffany Stratton? I'm hoping Tiffany, but I have a bad feeling. Something tells me Charlotte's unfortunately going to win.
Charlotte's going to probably go in business for herself.
Yeah.
Which is going to suck, bro. It's going to suck so bad.
Yeah. I'm I'm gonna go off of Charlotte wins tonight.
Booker T's favorite move.
Stephanie Becker. Yeah.
Jada's looking for the move Booker loves.
Running hip attack.
Yeah.
And Jordan. No, that's Julia. And Stephanie top rope together, looking at their double superplex.
They're gonna do the spot
Jordan
that is
Grace.
basically in every fatal 4-way match.
Call the typical spot where multiple people on the top are going for superplex, and the one goes for like
Jordan.
typical spot.
Oh wait, no, Jordan doesn't. Jordan's doing it different though.
Jada Parker's
at the top. Oh my!
It's just a double blockbuster.
Whoa!
Wow, not bad so far.
It was basically a spot. Every fatal 4-way happens, but Jordan Grace just picked them up on her shoulders instead of like power bombing. That was a nice spot though. Double blockbuster.
I hope Tiffany wins, but I feel Charlotte will win, but she'll probably win dirty if she is a dirty wrestler, I feel. Tiffany needs to win.
Tiffany does need to win, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever wins the U.S. Championship match is probably going to face Aleister Black.
Probably.
Which it's going to be so good to see him next week.
Dude,
wish it was Mania, though.
The date is set. Welcome home, Aleister Black. I'm very excited for his return next week.
Bro, I wish it was at Mania, though. A pop would have been so good.
No, but maybe it's for the better. The SmackDown after. He'll be at Mania next year, no doubt about it.
And he'll be at if he gets booked, he'll probably be at SummerSlam too.
Yeah.
Which if he's at SummerSlam
on August 2nd, August 3rd, and tickets go on sale the end of this month.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some tickets.
Yeah.
I'm going to both days. I don't care. I need to go see a WWE live event.
Absolutely. April 30th is a pre-sale, actual sale May 2nd. What I'm interested to see if they're going to be as expensive as this year's Mania tickets in Vegas.
They're not. SummerSlam tickets are usually cheaper. It's usually usually just Mania and Royal Rumble that are expensive. Because Royal Rumble, you get a lot of returns. WrestleMania, the cards are always stacked.
I think a lot more so WrestleMania, but last year's Mania in Philly was nowhere near the price for this year's Mania in Vegas.
Because it's John Cena's last Mania. That's why it's so expensive.
Because of what?
It's John Cena's last Mania, so everybody wanted to buy tickets.
Plus, I think it's probably a Vegas thing.
Yeah, but everything in Vegas is
expensive to begin with.
Vegas is expensive. Drinks are expensive, food's expensive, tickets are expensive because you got gambling also. People spend a lot of money gambling. I mean, that's what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. And for New Jersey for SummerSlam this August, I mean, there's no way Jersey could charge that much like Mania in Vegas. There's no way.
No, I don't think.
There's no way.
Jersey
I read something on Ticketmaster. They charge a lot, like Mania tickets.
Ticketmaster's expensive. I usually get my tickets on SeatGeek because I have a promo code. I have like an affiliate code for that. 3 years ago, so I gotta get tickets for SummerSlam and tickets for Orioles Red Sox.
Yeah,
which those are $30 for
tickets. Comments I want to bring up. Billy McDougal, what's up, fellas? And he says, Furious Nation, what is your name? And Boston fan for life. What is your name? My name is Billy.
Those are our names, Furious Nation and Boston fan. I'm just joking.
Yeah. But Bruce Harper says, I agree, but it is a lot of money for a ticket and can't afford it. Dude, going to Mania this year in Vegas is it's like buying a house.
And then they said how much is a ticket for Vegas? It's $1,000 for the nosebleed.
For one ticket in the nosebleed, it's like close to $1,000, like $1,700. I'm not
it's
spending
dropped
that much
now in price. It's dropped to like 900 something, but it's still expensive.
It is. Then you think of a hotel in Vegas, then flying to Vegas is expensive. It's like
Here's
an
the
arm and
thing.
like buying a house.
WrestleMania in Philly, you could get a 2-day pass for the same amount of money as one-day ticket.
And Bruce Harper says, I can't even afford $50.
Don't blame you.
Well,
Samoa drop.
I mean, it's just like, but it's like, it sounds very greedy that they're charging this much for Mania in Vegas tickets. I've just taken the fans for granted. I just hope they're not anywhere near the price of that price for this year's SummerSlam in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. I'm hoping that's not the case. It's nowhere near as bad as the price for this year's Mania in Las Vegas. Even next year's WrestleMania New Orleans, WrestleMania 42, I'm hoping for WrestleMania 42, I'm hoping those tickets for that show next year is not as bad as the price for this year's Mania in Vegas. Because this year's tickets, because the Mania in Vegas this year, the prices for that show is absolutely ridiculous with what they're charging for this year's Mania in Las Vegas. Billy McDougal, I am not that poor, but I help support my family, so I don't have a lot of extra money. Yeah, so when I looked at the Mania tickets for Vegas this year, for the tickets for this year's Mania in Vegas, I was like, yeah, I'm not attending. It's too expensive. Too expensive. You're better off just watching Mania in Vegas live from the comfort of your own home than going there live with what they're charging.
I feel like if anything, you have a better chance going to SummerSlam than Mania.
Absolutely.
Because SummerSlam,
There's no way Jersey is going to charge that much like Vegas. There's no way.
No, if it's that much as Vegas, I'm not going. I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel like 2-day pass will be like $500 for 2 days. Like Mania and Philly, probably be around that price.
Yeah. If it's that expensive for SummerSlam like Mania this year in Vegas, if that's the case, I'll have to call that out. And I'm going to call that out.
I feel like SummerSlam is going to be the price of Mania and Philly. That kind of price, around that range.
I understand this year's SummerSlam's the first ever 2-night. SummerSlam and
next
SummerSlam
year,
following the WrestleMania formula of being a 2-night show now from now on. But I mean,
originally
SummerSlam that much for a ticket.
Wasn't originally SummerSlam Indianapolis was supposed to be the first 2-night?
Yeah, that's next year's SummerSlam.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be the first 2-night.
Now, Minneapolis, I don't think is that expensive for a wrestling ticket.
That's not next year. Isn't next year also the first 2-night Royal Rumble?
No, that's not. That's rumors not true.
That's the year after, right?
Who knows if it even is in the plans.
They said that it's gonna be
eventually. I don't think in the future though.
You could get. I don't know. I would say don't buy it like during the middle of where SummerSlam is. Get it towards like the end, closer to SummerSlam, because tickets will be cheaper. Because if you get it first, if you buy it first, then it will be, it won't be go up in price because of scalpers. Yeah. But if you buy it the first day, it goes live. You'll get it the prices are supposed to be, and then towards closer SummerSlam, like a week, you'll be able to get like the same price for the first day coming on sale. The scalpers always want to like buy tickets and then sell them for double the price.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wait, you can get better price. That's how all tickets are.
Yeah.
Unless you have a friend who works with WWE and then you can get tickets for cheap. But that's a different story. You got to have somebody who's in WWE.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
You should, the head such a thing. I think the Jada Parker now, it's a Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite move.
See the shot with the crowd, fans in the crowd holding up an A sign with the fire. You see it in the crowd. That was a nice shot. Got down to Julie and Stephanie Becker.
Walker T on commentary, bro. This might be the end of the match.
STV, no.
She's headbutting Julia. She's looking for it.
Nope, kick out.
Oh,
And then knee,
reverse.
Japanese knee from Julia.
1, 2.
Oh, and backless from Jordan
Ah,
Grace. Jordan Grace for
there's
the
no. Oh,
jab on
Stephanie broke
Julia.
out. Jordan Grace. Oh my God.
Running hip attack on Jordan Grace from Jada Parker. And Jada Parker throws Jordan Grace to the steel ring post. Jada Parker now got Julia up on her shoulders.
Julia roll up. 1, 2.
Oh, Julia's.
Oh my God. Holy shit. I thought she won.
Oh my gosh. Almost got her. Almost got Jada Parker. That was close. I
Jada.
thought Julia was going to win the championship.
Hip attack.
Yep, hip attack. And Julia and
Moves
Stephanie
off.
back here. She's on the top. No, it's a
There's no. Yeah.
like that's corkscrew, that viral tap. No, SVB.
Oh, don't freeze on me now.
SVB hits it. Stephanie Becker hits the SVB on
Oh, her knee
Jada
like.
Parker.
You see how
Stephanie
her
with
knee
hands.
buckled?
Good match.
You see how her Stephanie's knee like buckled in when she hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Okay, Billy, you gotta choose. You gotta chill, Billy.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't gotta be a dickhead, honestly.
Well, I mean, I will say,
I am gonna.
so I mean, this is a good match though.
I timed out Billy. But he was just being
Billy.
a dickhead. He was just being a dickhead the whole time.
Oh.
That's not good, bro. You can't be just because somebody doesn't want to buy the best seats doesn't mean you gotta be a dickhead about it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like if you're gonna come in the chat, at least be respectful.
Yeah, be fucking respectful. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
All right. I'll hold the fort. Yeah, good fatal four-way for the women's championship for the NXT women's title. Stephanie Becker retains as she should. Stephanie Becker retains, and it's the right call. And Jada Parker, the correct one, ate the pinfall on Jada Parker. Jada Parker will be just fine. Stephanie Becker retains, the right move. Stephanie and Julia, I think, are going to feud for the title coming out of WrestleMania weekend. Maybe Julia wins it back, and then they call up Stephanie to the main roster soon, or Jordan Grace. But this was good stuff with all these four ladies, the NXT Women's title. And they should have been yet for NXT Battleground late May next month, Memorial Day weekend in Tampa, Florida, the Amalie Arena. Saturday night's main event, Saturday, May 24th in Tampa, Amalie Arena. NXT Battleground in Tampa, Sunday, May 25th. Amalie Arena in Tampa, then the Raw. And then Monday Night Raw the next night, same arena. And then the NXT after Battleground, the day after Memorial Day next month, the NXT show in Tampa, Amalie Arena.
Time for main event.
Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, NXT Championship. This should be really good.
The main event when Dark State gets involved again.
I'm hoping. Yes, his Belly McDougal was banned and their comments were removed.
Yep. Don't be an asshole and you won't get banned.
Or at least in timeout. And if you get brought back and you continue to be an asshole, then you get kicked out of the chat.
Yep. Timed him out.
Word of advice. Word of advice. Don't be disrespectful and
Yep.
come in here like you want to be here. If you don't want to be here, get out.
Came in here first comment. I was like, "Hey, what's y'all's names?" And he was like, "Bro, you can't afford a ticket." Like, bro,
Dude, I was in the stream throughout the rest of this live stream for SmackDown last night. He was saying, "Oh, Triple H a bad person because he killed a woman years ago." And I was like,
that was the same dude.
Yeah, same dude. I think it was.
Oh
He's
my
like,
lord!
and I'm like, dude, let's not talk about this. We're not getting into that. And I was hoping he didn't say it again. I was gonna say something if he did.
I was broke. People like that get on my nerves.
Yep. I don't know. It's almost like you don't want to be here. Go watch somebody else at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, go troll somewhere else. Like, don't do it here. This is not the place to do it. Thinking about trolling, not a smart idea. If you're gonna be just disrespectful and rude and cause problems and be a troll, then it's of course you're gonna have mods get them out. You're gonna have mods just get them right the fuck out.
Yep.
And then you see them all, oh, this one blocked me on the YouTube stream because I was commenting. You're in the chat here being disrespectful. We allow you to have the privilege to be here. Exactly. If you're gonna use and abuse it, then get out. Plain and simple. We don't deal with idiotic comments and trolls here.
Nope. I am the ruler of NXT.
I'm the conqueror. The destroyer. I'm the champion. I'm the mountain that you cannot climb and you cannot conquer. Dude, Xavier, WrestleVotes just tweeted out less than 10 minutes ago. NXT Worlds Collide taking place at the Kia Forum on June 7th with AAA.
Oh, Worlds Collide is back!
Yep, NXT versus AAA, Worlds Collide, June 7th.
Oh, no, I wish it was NXT versus NXT UK, but I mean, I can't complain.
So WWE Forbidden Door with TNA and now AAA, and now I'm hearing rumors The Rock was wearing a New Japan shirt a while ago on one of his recent Instagram posts. And who knows, maybe New Japan works with WWE. WWE slowly opening up that Forbidden Door.
Because New Japan already has a thing with AEW.
Well, Tony Khan raided a lot of New Japan's talent, did AEW and Tony Khan. They took Will Ospreay, they took Okada.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anything is possible, but imagine this will be karma for New Japan. After AEW,
I gotta check who's on the roster of
But man, NXT, WWE specifically the NXT brand in the WWE, working now with TNA and AAA. Man, I can just imagine Tony Khan really just having Tony Khan is really just throwing temper tantrums left and right now as we speak. He is. I'm sure he's got some tweets on the way.
Yeah,
complaining and crying.
We got El Hijo the Vikingo.
He did wrestle for Tony Khan with his rental luchas, but he got sick of Tony Khan's lucha fetish, so he went to TNA.
Yeah.
And now we got Tony Khan's rental lucha hologram, the Beast Mortos, Commander, Bandito, or Mystico. Like, who cares? Like you can't even tell who with the luchas in AEW. They all look and feel and wrestle the same. There's no difference. Like, no one stands out there. None. Nobody. Right. And now NXT's working with AAA. Man, Tony Khan is not too happy as we speak. And let him cry. Let Tony Khan cry himself to sleep.
I wish WWE worked with New Japan, because then we could see Gabe Kidd in WWE.
Man, you really want to ruffle Tony Khan's feathers? That's what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I if that happens, man, I would laugh.
Bro, I would be so happy because you got Gabe Kidd on there. He's fought Jeff Cobb.
Yes. Then he's signed to WWE now internally in the roster, actually. He's wrapping up his last days in New Japan today, and he's supposed to be in Vegas, supposedly. I'm hearing rumblings he'll be in Vegas tomorrow.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. This is Billy McDougal's back in the chat, by the way.
Did you learn your lesson, Billy?
Yeah, he says, sorry, dudes. I mean, look, you can be in here, just don't act in a disrespectful manner. Please.
Yeah.
So you got a warning. So if you're disrespectful again, you're gonna get kicked out permanently. So just come in here like you want to be, or just come in here, just be respectful. That's all we're saying. Okay, sorry, fellas. This is Billy McDougal. All right. All right, we accept your apology, but just be respectful next time. So, showing Logan Paul, AJ Styles for their match. No story, but should be a good match tomorrow.
Should be.
Yeah.
One fights for honor, one for fame. Each with a vision, yet none is certain. For in this clash the world will see which path in truth leads to victory. Beneath the sky, the setting sun, a million hearts will beat as one. One will be left standing. The others shall fall. This is the tale of AJ Styles and Logan Paul.
It is main event time of Stand and Deliver. Will that man be able to retain his championship? Oh, the young OG made history here at NXT. Or will this man earn himself another victory in the main event?
Trick Williams. That trick, yeah. What? Yeah.
I like it.
Trick. What? That trick. I like it. What? Oh yeah, man. That's trick, y'all. What? That trick. What? That trick. Oh yeah, man. That's trick, y'all. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Trick Williams. The Live and Loud Xfinity 115. Booming. And now 125. The loud reaction to Trick Williams here for Stand and Deliver. What? That trick. And last night on SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, solid Battle Royal. Now Trick Williams fighting for the NXT title in the main event, Stand and Deliver. Javon Evans. Bouncy. Xavier, I think you got a comment in the chat about the Red Sox. I'll pull it up for you. The Red Sox won yesterday. Uh-oh. And lost Xavier. That's all right. They probably lost power again. I don't know what happened, but Javon Evans he's made his entrance. Now there's only one left to enter, Obafemi. Whoa. Whoa. The champion. Whoa. The ruler. Whoa. The destroyer. Whoa. The NXT World Champion. Obafemi. Whoa. Comes the champ. And the entrance to Or is real for Obafemi. This guy, this guy's going to be a stud on the main roster. He feels, there's no doubt in my mind this guy should be called up soon to the main roster, and he's going to absolutely kill it on the main roster as soon as he's called up. This guy's the future piece of this company. Mark my words. And fans are chanting, Oba, Oba. That doesn't tell you Oba's going to be a big deal in the main roster. I don't know what does. Incredible. Bruce Harper says, I agree. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like, the guy just comes off as a star, as a big deal. Oh, the aura. Obafemi is it. Bruce Harper in the chat. I think so too, as I feel he's going to be a superstar. There's absolutely no denying that. As soon as Obafemi is on the main roster, I think he immediately wins the championship. I think they call him up to the main roster and they give him the rocket launch pack, as they should, like they're doing with Braun Breaker on Monday Night Raw. I can absolutely see the same thing with Obafemi on Raw or SmackDown as well. I would actually put Obafemi when he gets called up, which I think it should be soon. I think it will be as well. I'm putting Obafemi on SmackDown. I don't know about you. I'm putting Obafemi on SmackDown. Let me know what you guys think. But when he gets called up soon, where he should go, I would say put him on SmackDown, and you give him the Braun Breaker-esque push on SmackDown, because you got Braun Breaker on Raw. I think Jacob Fatu is going to feud with Solo Sikoa coming out of WrestleMania, going into Backlash with no U.S. title involved between those two whatsoever. And if you're looking for a legit challenger for LA Knight for the U.S. title coming out of WrestleMania, outside of Aleister Black, look no further than Obafemi. I think that would be a very nice choice to wrestle LA Knight going into Backlash for the U.S. title. And I would actually have LA Knight drop the U.S. title to Obafemi, to be honest. I think that would be really, really good. And it would get Obafemi off to the right track on the main roster, and you give him a dominant run with the U.S. title and give him the ball, let him run with it. Let Obafemi run with it. Then Bruce Harper says, I feel Obafemi would be an awesome choice, and think he could win. Absolutely. Because LA Knight's above the U.S. title at this point. You should be moved up the main card, the main event world title picture card in things on the main roster in WWE. And that being said, like, LA Knight's above the U.S. title at this point. You move him up the main event and should be a world champion in the next couple of years. So why not give Obafemi the U.S. title? Give him a nice, solid run before dropping it to somebody else. And Obafemi hasn't done this wrestling thing this long, and he's come a long way. So Billy McDougal and Obafemi, I don't think so. He says, Bruce Harper, you are so dumb, dude. Obafemi is an idiot and a nothing. Billy McDougal, do not make me kick you out. Don't. I'm warning you. Do not make me kick you out. You want to get kicked out again? Don't do it. Don't do it, Billy. You're actually pissing me off right now. Anyways, back to the match. Obafemi in the cover with Trick Williams, but Trick Williams kicks out. Bruce Harper, don't worry about Billy McDougal. If he does anything to you, like if he's disrespectful to you one more time, I will kick him out. So don't worry, Bruce Harper. Don't worry. So this is the main event. Stand and deliver NXT title, triple threat. Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Obafemi. I think Obafemi loses the championship, but he doesn't need the pinfall. Because I think he gets called up. Either Trick or Javon wins the championship. Whoever wins, I think, goes heel, and it's revealed as the leader of the Dark State, in my opinion. It's got to be. Predicted this on the Forbidden Podcast episode 2 with Adam, Carl, and myself, but we predicted that. So that's got to be here, this match. They can't have a clean finish and send the crowd home happy. There's no way. Ooh, whoa. Leapfrog off of Oba from Trek, and he runs into a flying springboard knee in the midair from Javon Evans, and Obafemi just breaks up the count. Wow. Wow. Bruce Harper says, thank you. I don't know what I did to make say things like that. What's up, Mitch?
What is up, man? What is up? Hey, Bruce. How's it going?
Bruce?
How's the show going? How's Stand and Deliver?
Really good. Adam Carl was in, he had to go. Then Xavier stepped in before he went. So then I don't know.
Xavier. I was watching a bit at the gym.
I don't know what happened to Xavier. I don't know if his internet went out. I don't know what the hell happened, but we're almost towards the end of the show anyway.
Hey, Bruce.
Yeah, don't worry, Bruce. We got your back here, so don't worry.
Yeah. I'm good, man. I just had a workout. Hold on, let me.
Yeah,
I just had a workout. Went to the gym.
Yeah.
Pretty tired from that. I needed it.
Was it a leg day?
Huh?
Was it a leg day?
Nah. So what I did was I rode the bike for like 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I did some machines. I did like this sleigh thing that I push up and down. And then I did a couple more machines and I shot hoops. So
Nice.
Good workout for me today. I needed it.
I got to get back into that once I'm recovered from my foot surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get some strength back in that left foot.
Yeah, you got to do PT, right?
Yeah, soon.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's actually kind of funny how I got started with the gym. My mom was like, Mitch, I'm going to the gym. I can take you. I know you're not a member. And I wasn't doing any YouTube stuff at this time. I was not scheduling streams. I was not recording anything. And I'm like, why not? I'll go. And since then, I've been going ever since. So, yeah, Bruce, hopefully we'll see you tonight for WrestleMania, man. Like, that's my guy. We email each other. He's a good dude. How's your brother, by the way, Bruce? And by the way, were you texting me? Do what you want, man.
What?
What you texted me? Do what you want. It's your stream.
Yeah, I'm asking like which one do I choose? Which one do I do?
Oh, okay. Let me read it again. Hold on.
Apparently, like Xavier banned him, then he was brought back in, and I gave this Billy McDougal guy one more warning. If you're disrespectful one more time,
I'll show you how to do that later. But you think
Xavier, Billy McDougal was being like a prick in the chat. So I think that Bruce Harper, and then Xavier put McDougal in timeout.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I think he's one of Xavier's guys. Yeah. He's been in the network for how long now? 2 months?
Yeah, at least probably 4 months now.
4, something like that. Yeah. It's actually funny.
Almost going 5 months.
We'll talk about that another time.
Almost 5 months. We're almost in May.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and we've been a good pairing, good chemistry ever since, man.
Oh, he did 4. Oh, okay, yeah. His brother is a good dude. Man, that's more than. There you go. I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I text you. It's like he was being just disrespectful, and it's like which button do I?
Let me show you. Oh wait. Click the 3 dots. The bottom one.
I don't want to block him right now, but if he's
no. The next time someone does that, you click the 3 dots and the bottom one.
Okay.
The next time that happens, 3 dots and the bottom one.
Or make someone a mod.
Yeah. If you want to do that for your channel, that's all good. Yeah. The doctor said he made it. So yeah, your brother's doing amazing work. Like your brother's doing it's like inspirational to so many people. It's crazy. Bruce, has your brother ever thought about doing like public speaking and stuff like that? Because I'm sure he's got a lot of knowledge to share with the world. So I think he'll be good at that. Let's see here. So the show's been good.
Yeah, very good.
Nice.
Dude, they have a Worlds Collide June 7th with NXT and AAA at the Kia Forum.
Oh wow.
I kid you not. Yeah, WrestleVotes reported it and confirmed it.
Yeah, you never give up. I know, right? That's the whole thing. And you know what's funny? With the whole Cena, heel now,
Yeah,
I was watching and I saw in the chat, never give up. I'm like, I was laughing. I was like, damn.
John Cena, man.
No, she can't.
Never give up.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought he could.
Discus Roundhouse spent like some kind of kick from Chick Williams. Nobafemi. J-Bone throwing up Chick Williams kick out.
Yeah. Who you got winning this?
I think whoever wins is gonna go heel to be revealed as a new leader of Dark State. I was thinking Trick Williams, but if it's Javon Evans, I could be too. I'm thinking Javon Evans.
It's gotta be Evans.
I think Javon Evans wins the title, goes heel. Then he feuds with Trick going into the summer with the championship involved.
Yeah. Now, if Obafemi wins, I'm okay with that. Like, it's Obafemi. I'm good with that. It gave Trick Williams is getting called up.
I don't know about you. I feel Obafemi's more main roster ready than Trick. I would say Oba loses the title. I would say Oba loses, but he doesn't eat the pin because I think he should be called up after WrestleMania weekend. And I would call Trick Williams not now, but by at least the end of the summer.
We'll see.
Oh, it's like a standing, like a Salida del Sol kind of like move from Javon Evans. That was very nice on Obafemi. It's like a Cesaro uppercut in midair from Obafemi, laying out Javon Evans. That was a very nice spot.
All good, Bruce. Bruce, hopefully we'll see you at WrestleMania watch party tonight. Be on Nick's channel. We'll all be there. So I'm debuting a couple new guys we got. Or not a couple, like one new guy. Couple guys who are in the network as well. So yeah, it looks like Sarah can't come on.
And hopefully Sarah's feeling better.
She can't come on. She's sick.
Oh,
She will.
a cutter from Javon Evans. Hold the thought on Obafemi. Javon Evans with this springboard cutter. Oh, Obafemi just kicked out. Wow. That was close.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like that springboard Cody cutter that Javon Evans does. It's picture perfect on Obafemi.
Oh, did Stephanie Vaquera win?
Yes.
Okay, so she retained.
Yes, Stephanie Vaquera retained by pinning Jada Parker.
So who's the new the other champ? Who won that?
Women's North American champion?
Mm-hmm.
Soruka.
Really? I did not expect that.
Yep. And Hank and Tank won the NXT tag team titles. Ricky Saints retained the North American title, and Dark State beat the D'Angelo family, and Stax Lorenzo turned on Tony D.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Didn't see it coming, but I was like, wow. And Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley obviously challenged for the women's tag titles on Tuesday. Oh, Javon Evans just got thrown right through the barricade from Obafemi. And the barricade broke in the timekeeper's area. Uranagi from Trick to Oba and the announce table breaks. Wow. Match is crazy. Match is really good. Match is really, really good. Trick shot from Trick Williams, turning Javon Evans inside out. This could be it. But there's no referee. And Bruce Harper admit.
Hold on. Oh, really? You can. Okay, good. Good. That's what I'm trying to do now.
Whoa, Obafemi just broke that up. Bruce Harper says, "Furious, I feel you were right about Obafemi." Yeah.
There it is.
He's a future star in the company. Mark my words. Don't care what anyone says. You call him up to the main roster soon after WrestleMania weekend, and you give him the rocket strap launch push, like the Braun Breaker-esque push on the main roster. Boom.
Oh, wow. The Bella Twins are now live, and they have Dolph Ziggler on their podcast right now.
Wow. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nick Nemeth.
That is
Devon Evans. Uh-oh. Spinning splash. Trick shot. Fall from grace. This is it. This is over.
a normal guy.
That's it. Wow.
Who won?
Obafemi won. Obafemi retained.
Good call.
Wow. I got that wrong.
I had Obafemi for like a month now.
Wow. I thought he'd lose the title here. Nope. Can't. Well, I guess one thing, you never bet against
So when is
Obafemi.
the next NXT pay-per-view? When is the next one?
Battleground on Memorial Day weekend. May 25th.
I don't see him losing it there.
You have Saturday night's main event, May 24th, and the 25th is a Battleground. That's going to be in Tampa.
Yeah, I don't see him losing it there.
I mean, he's so good now. I mean, then again, the NXT men's division, you don't want to really gut him because they really don't have much star power on the men's side of NXT. So maybe Obafemi retaining is the right move.
It is.
I would not call up Trek, Javon, or Oba right now because you really can't really shaft and gut NXT like that.
Oh, I thought that was it. I thought
Towards the end of this match really picked up.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. The guy Garrett in here, he's the guy I was telling you about. He's my good friend that I've known for like a decade. He's the guy that's going to join the network. He's a Cleveland Browns guy.
Nice.
Yep. Him and his cousin. Yep. He might be with us for WrestleMania night.
Okay.
So, yeah. Great show. I didn't watch any of it. I was at the gym.
Oh, at least you got to pick up the last some of it of the show. But yeah, this was some good stuff today and really good main event.
Does it stand a chance again? I have a hot take.
Yes.
I could see NXT Stand and Deliver being better than night 1, but not night 2.
I think I think I could see where you're coming from. Maybe hard to argue that. I could absolutely see exactly where you're coming from there, Mitch. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll watch NXT probably tomorrow. NXT Stand and Deliver.
Is Stark Stick coming out? Probably not. I don't think that they are.
Oh, Starks won, by the way.
What?
Ricky Singh won?
Yeah, he won.
Good.
Yeah.
They had an AEW rematch.
Yeah. AEW for the North American Championship. Who would have thought?
Hilarious. So who's the next guy coming from AEW, you think? Besides Rusev, because obviously that's going to happen tomorrow.
Who fights Randy Orton? I think Rusev might.
Rusev. Yeah.
If not
Who's the next
Rusev, maybe
AEW guy besides him.
Maybe Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, I think you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, either Rusev or Jeff Cobb. If it's not Nick Aldis, it might be Nick Aldis, but if either Aldis, Rusev, or Jeff Cobb, it's not going to be Aleister Black.
No, Aleister Black is next week. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's next Friday, along with the TLC ladder match.
Yeah. I don't agree with it being on next week's SmackDown.
I might go on a rant tonight. Just beware.
I mean, you're not wrong. I said the same thing on the stream last night for SmackDown. As good
I
as
saw you like
good as
my
that is
tweet,
for
and I
next
was
week's
like, oh,
SmackDown,
yeah,
this
Nick
could have
is-
absolutely been on WrestleMania, no doubt. I mean,
The
I
only
understand.
thing
I mean,
think
I
of is
will
to
say
get the
SmackDown
Big
next
E.
week's looking stacked, but I mean, at the same time, why is this not on WrestleMania? They've been feuding since what, January, October?
Something like that.
This is stupid. Elvis Femi's still standing in the ring. I don't know what the hell is.
It's taking a while.
I don't know. Is there something happening?
I don't even have it. I don't even have it on. So I'm trusting you. Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. Here's X-Pac.
Stephanie Vaquer getting confronted by Roxanne Perez.
Still can't believe Cody booed. Is it over?
Hold on. So Stephanie Vaquer wants Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship.
When is Roxanne Perez getting called up?
So they just announced. Vic Joseph just said just now in commentary. Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Vaquer, NXT Women's Championship match this Tuesday on NXT. That has to be Roxanne's send off.
That's big.
Stephanie Vaquer is retaining. She's sending Roxanne to the main roster.
It's gotta be, because how long has it been?
Exactly. Like, otherwise, what are we doing here? So, anyways, that's that for the Stand and Deliver watch party for NXT. Decent show, really good, solid show. Some good in-ring action. Overall, a thumbs-up show, in my opinion. So, I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the stream and hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I appreciate you guys joining here for the watch party. Mitch and I are going to be back here later on tonight for the WrestleMania 41 Night 1 watch party. It's going to be it's going to be a big show. It's going to be a big show.
It's not just going to be a big show, guys. We're expecting a lot of people to be on it with us. So
absolutely,
I just want to make sure I got the numbers right. So it's me, you, Austin, my guy, James. I got to reach out to him. Garrett, probably, and AK, maybe 5 or 6, give or take. But yeah.
But that's night 1 later on tonight for night 1 WrestleMania 41. Then night 2 tomorrow night for WrestleMania 41 night 2. Should both be very big, good, newsworthy shows for both nights, and we look forward to seeing you. And it's gonna be a big one. Can't wait. So we will see you later tonight, and then after tonight, tomorrow for Easter night for night 2 WrestleMania 41. After following WrestleMania 41 night 1 in Las Vegas, with whatever's in Vegas stays in Vegas. So appreciate you guys showing out tonight, and we will see you later tonight for WrestleMania 41 at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and we will see you later tonight. Peace.
Yeah, I got it. See you.